The hell? What was the volume so low? こんまりー! That's better. The hell? こんまりやんまり Heaven's official songstress and your personal guardian angel. How are you? I got my Korean fried chicken right here. How is everybody? Hope you don't mind the eating sounds. We up at midnight, mighty for no reason. Look at the time, my loves. How do you know how I talk? Not the my loves edition. It's yapping time. Happy first month, Blues. Thank you. You came prepared, of course. I have my sleeping schedule all over the place. And also, I think it was because I feel recently every time that I get like slightly sick, my body goes into full hibernation. So today I actually went to bed around like 3, 4 when we ended stream. And I woke up like an hour before stream. So I think I slept like a little bit over like 10 hours or something. I went full hibernation mode. I didn't want to. I was actually planning to work on stuff this morning afternoon. I gotta record 2 things for people. Gosh. I'm so busy. I'll see if I can actually put a 200k party next week or not. Or we're gonna have to put it like next week. Because I'm so busy. But hey, being busy is so good. If anything, I didn't think I was gonna be busy. So being busy is a really good sign. So thanks to everybody. You feeling better? Actually, yeah. Yeah. I feel... When I was like really sick, like a couple of days before debut... I'm talking about like 4 or 5 days before debut. I literally hibernated for 3 days in a row. I would just like wake up and my mom would like feed me what I could eat because I was so sick I didn't even want to eat. And then I would sleep again. And then I would wake up and it was just mom like feeding me again and then going to sleep. Konnichiwa! Konmari! Irasai. Yeah, but I think sleeping those 3 days actually helped quite a lot because it was the days where I had like the most horrible fever that I've had in a while. So honestly, sleeping through it was better than just be dying on bed awake. Oh. Is your fever gone? Yeah, it was gone like a day and a half after debut. I debuted with a slight fever. After that, it was just like a slight recovery of like your body not feeling like up there yet. It was like around like 80, 90, but you're like, guys, just a couple of days of more rest. You're crazy. I didn't wanna change debut day before, cause I had already like put up like so many trailers everywhere, just to be like at the last minute. Hey, so I got sick. Cause I'm always getting sick. If it's your first time here, just know that I get sick quite often. I do tend to reschedule like normal streams, but I never cancel. There are very few times where I cancel, but the streams of the week usually get done 100%, just like on another day or like in another time, but they always get done. I'm a little bit crazy about streaming hours. Might be. If you're not used to like really long streams, it's fine. You will get used to really or you will get really used to like long VODs or something. Welcome, welcome, Blue. Yesterday was just the first bite. Hey, welcome, more. I'm feeling a little bit sick. My tummy hurts. I think we're gonna do a short stream today if you don't mind. 6 hours later. It wasn't in my plan. I swear to God, I was planning to stream like an hour. If it makes you feel better. If it makes you feel better, in my plan was like, I'm gonna stream like max 2 hours. That's gonna be it, 2 hours. I don't think I'm gonna last longer. My tummy's killing me right now. You get lots of rest after at least? I did! Today! I was telling you that I slept like 10 hours. I went to bed right after that stream. So around like 3, 4 in the morning. And I literally woke up an hour before the stream. I think my body just like force hibernate. Self-force hibernate. Whenever something like that happens. Ice cream cake is tomorrow. A little bit earlier. You must be really tired then. It's either that or... I don't know. I feel lately... Oh my god, how do I say this? Lately, I mean like the month and a little bit more that I was like full on prepping for debut. I was working 24/7. Like I wish my time in heaven before I descended to meet you guys was just like vacation times. It was not vacation time. It was therapy time. It was therapy time. It was self-development time. And it was 24/7 working time. I don't think I ever took a rest. The only rest that I took were the 3 days that I full on slept due to a fever and I couldn't do anything. I slept like for more than 48 hours straight. I think that was my only 3 days of vacation the past like 3-4 months. You just got my voice back. Thank you. For anybody that doesn't know, they've been there. It's just I didn't want to announce everything because it felt like vomiting. Oh. There's the voice packs. I have voice packs in my coffee. Everything digital is gonna go straight to my coffee. Most of them. I wrote the script. I went a little bit parasocial. Just a little bit parasocial. I have them in English, Spanish, and Japanese in case anybody is curious. Yeah, it's in the description. Yes. Hay voice packs en español en coffee por si les interesa. Voice goods もあるよ。コーヒーというサイトにアップしました。自分でスクリプトなんか全部書いてしまいました。すごく頑張ったので、ぜひぜひ。You can get parasocial in 3 languages. Loki. Have you guys been good of health recently, by the way? I hope you have. That's all she does? We haven't even met for more than a week. What is this lendering? This is just God's love. This is just God's love. You haven't gotten used to it, that's all. It's already that time of the month when I get sick. Oh my lord. It's like a roulette with me as well. If anything, I'm happy that I lasted for like most of September without getting sick because I could get done most of what I needed to get done. I wish I could have lasted a little bit more, like a little bit longer, so I could have sang. That's my only, like, even right now I still have a slight runny nose, but It just ruined my full plans at the very last minute. My sleep schedule is a mess and I go to sleep at like 6 in the morning, but I'm feeling well. Oh no. I feel all my friends currently have a horrible sleep schedule. Most of them go to bed at like 3 or 4 in the morning. No sabes cuánto me alegra que hayas llegado hasta aquí. Estoy acá desde los comienzos. Muchas felicidades, Marie. Tus proyectos son cada vez más hermosos. Sara, muchísimas gracias, amor. Most of them, yeah. I have a group friend. We've been friends for over 10 years. One of my friends was asking if we wanted... Wait, I'm gonna check. I was like... Because I saw two of my friends... Two of my dude friends right now. We are... Okay, how many are we in this group? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're 8 people. Well, no. We're 7. That's a secondary account of my other friend. We're 7 people in there. But we usually... 1, 2, 3... 4? Around 4 and 5? We usually tend to call a lot. Well, not a lot. We usually just call. And recently we've been watching Santos Vowels. Do you guys know what that is? So many friends. I'm blessed to have a lot of people, lovely people surrounding me. Hello, and wait, I need to make her a mod. She was so angry, chat. She was so angry. I couldn't pay attention to like the full chat when I was debuting. I was already running against the clock. Okay. And after I debuted, she was like, "Why haven't you made me a mod? You hate me." I feel like all my friends, oh my god, what's up with all my friends? They're a little bit sick in the head. All my friends, whenever I do something or do not do something for the slightest thing, the first answer that they give is, "You hate me." To the point that I myself already took that habit. It's like, you guys don't say Con Maddie after I say Con Maddie as soon as I start streaming. I'm like, you will hate me and you want me gone, don't you? I will graduate. You hate me. The most powerful thing you can say to a friend is, "You hate me and you want me to die." Yes. Like, you hate me. You want me so... You want me gone. You so want me gone, don't you? Okay, I got it. It became a thing. Anyways, we've been watching Santos Vowels. And one of them was like, "Do you want to watch tonight?" And I was like, "I'm gonna stream in 5 minutes." And then I saw 2 of them in the voice channel. And I'm like, are they cheating on us? Are they cheating? I think they're just hanging. They would never... They would never watch an episode without the rest of the group. Santos Bravos. Santos Bravos is like, how do you even... They're doing something else, don't worry. Okay, thanks. How do you even describe Santos Bravos? Have you seen... It's like a Is it a do you call it a survival show? Remember how Cat's Eye was like chosen? With like a survival show of like lots of participants? And they will go through like different like tests of like singing and dancing and both at the same time. It's like that but in Latin America. No, it's not, I don't know if I would call it a reality TV show because it's just to form a group. Do you know Hybe? They're the ones that like the big like K-pop group company thing. Yeah, it's more like a talent survival show, sort of. Yeah, it's very similar. Muy parecido al Dream Academy. ¡Woo! El concepto. The concept of it, it's very similar to Dream Academy. They scout and they have different people going through auditions and they gather a bunch of dudes. I think it's for a dude, like idol dude Latin pop group. The name, no, Santos, but okay, whatever. And currently they're like in eliminary, I don't know, in phases where they're supposed to like be eliminating people. How many seasons does it have? It's currently airing. Every episode goes out like every week on YouTube. Yeah, they're in eliminations right now. I didn't know a Latin boy group. What? Didn't a Latin boy group recently debut too? I have no clue. I don't really follow dude groups. I don't know how to say this in the best way possible, but Cat's Eye, instead of saying Cat's Eye made me a men hater, I'm gonna say Cat's Eye made me a woman lover. After meeting Cat's Eye, I'm like, all I need in life is women. Women will never disappoint me. Women will never disappoint me, and women will always eat. Yeah, it is the way that it is. Is your bias Daniela? Yes. Well, I have two. I mean, by I was gonna say something else. If you paid attention to my debut, I think you can pretty much like know that I'm a big fan of vocalists. So I actually have two big bias in Cat's Eye. One, it's the dancing bias, and the other one, obviously, vocalist bias. Is it Lara? Yes! So I have two bias, Daniela and Lara. They're the best. They're the best. Oh my lord, I love all of them. I love all of them. Those two have me in a chokehold, and I'm like, I will do anything for you. just tell me, and I'll do it. I'll do it right now in 3 seconds. Cat's Eye? Do they create OG songs or just covers? Cat's Eye is a K-pop, well, you would call them K-pop, no? I don't know. Girl, international, girl group, K-pop group. Of course, yeah, they have a bunch of OG songs. International, they're just a girl group. Okay, international girl group then. Their songs are really poppy, so if you like pop, you're gonna like them. They're just a group with K-pop training. It's kind of wild because, okay, I don't want to be mean. I don't want to be mean publicly. Image and whatnot, but it was kind of wild. That's why I was like, I will always trust in women, because when you see Dream Academy, you're kind of used to like a certain level, right? You're used to like a certain level of like old participants and stuff, and then you start watching the Santos Vowels thing, and you're like, I don't know how else to explain it without being mean. You kind of, and I feel bad because you kind of put those poor boys to like the same expectations that happened with like Dream Academy, aka the way the Cat's Eye was selected, and you're like, you know what I mean? But I believe in them. They have a lot of potential, and it's been kind of fun to watch it, because I don't think they've ever done like a Latin American group. If you're Latino, it's gonna be cringe here and there sometimes. You just have to embrace it at this point. Dream Academy was like, I remember Dream Academy for Cat's Eye was like the girls that the judges were like, you fucking suck, you're lazy, you need to work more, your dancing sucks, you're an amateur. And then they showed them and I'm like, you were like, what the? They're so good. They're so good. And they're like D level. And they had to like reach A level. And you were like, that's a D? What do you mean that's a D? Everybody, even the most like bottom level girl, which like the judges call like lazy and like you're not working enough and you're not good enough, the you're not good enough girl, she was devouring. Every single person in that show was so good. Oh my lord, no he visto el último episodio. But apparently they brought, oh my lord. That's the episode that I think one of my friends wanted to watch. But there's this one episode, chat. I think it's already out, but they brought the director that was in Dream Academy. I forgot his name. It's a dude. And I think he was like, I don't remember if he was like a manager or not, but or like a visual manager, director, something. He was something important for give me a second. I always confuse them. Wait, what's that? I'm gonna say other letters and I don't really want to see other letters. What are their letters again? It's something with B. Give me a second. Oh my, I'm gonna look up. Oh my lord, I'm gonna get canceled. YouTube. What's their name? The super popular dude group. K-pop dude group that everybody loves, including me. What's their name? Oh my god, BTS. Thank you. Listen, it's BTS. Sorry, I look like a grandma, but you don't understand. You don't understand. It's the BT thing. I was about to say something else. I needed to make sure that I said the right letter. I needed to make sure that I said the right letter. I was like BT something. I swear to God, it's BT something. Don't let armies find this. Why would they get mad at me? I also like them. I just have bad memory. That's all. Not like I'm saying something bad about them. Embrace new fans. It's just gonna make the community grow even more. VTR with V. No, I was gonna say something else. It's just 3 letters. You don't understand. You don't understand my past. You don't understand my past. But yeah, anyways, one of the directors that was in charge of like BTS is gonna come to the Santos Vowels show. He already came. I think the episode is already out. But the demo that they show always, like at the end of the first episode, at the end of every episode, the face that that guy was making, and I sort of understood. Like they were showing like the dudes like singing or doing their best and dancing, and then they would like pan the camera to the guy, and the guy was like it's what I was thinking. You gotta come from like cat's eye level. You're used to like BTS level and cat's eye level, and then these poor guys like brought to like the Latin American show with these guys. They're doing their best. That's all I'm gonna say. They're just doing their best, and the poor guy was just like, it was so bad. I still haven't watched the episode. That's the one episode that we need to watch. I don't know when. We're all so busy, but I hope we get to watch it soon. Getting in survival shows is insane. They show you the same scene. The thing is, I think for survival shows to kind of like grasp people's attention, they need to have this evil editing. I think it's very needed. And honestly, so far in Santos Vowels, they haven't had so much evil editing. There was just one time, one scene, they had a little bit of evil editing. Dream Academy had way more evil editing, honestly. I think they're being quite like nice to the dudes for some reason. They've been kind of lax even. Because in Dream Academy, they were so like drama baiting in the sense of like there was one episode where they went through like a question session with the girls, and the questions were like, if you could eliminate somebody, who would it be? And they were like, hello, how am I supposed to say that out loud? Or like, if you could make a team, who would it be? Who would you left out? Who would you leave out of your group? And everybody was like, and in the boys group session questions, there was only one question that was a little bit drama baiting, and it was like, who would you eliminate? But like the dude that had to answer had one of the most boring answers ever. He was like, I don't know, I love everybody. And like they let him go with that answer, and everybody was just like, I don't know, I can't choose, I love everybody. Yeah, everybody else watching was just like, boo. Boring. I have no clue what they let him go with that answer. Oh. Do you have a favorite trainer who didn't make it in Cat's Eye? They were not my favorites, but I think I like them a lot. I think after going through like a lot of episodes with those girls, you kind of feel not parasocial, but you kind of get to know them a little bit more, see them work so much every single day, and you end up like rooting for them, right? There were two girls that made me feel like that. One of the girls was the first one that actually got eliminated. I don't remember her name. The blonde girl that sang really good. The first one that got I get so angry every time there's fan voting. I get so angry every time there's fan voting because every time there's Adela, I think. Yeah. Every time there's fans voting, I end up seething. I'm like, fans don't know how to vote! I was so sad. I was just like, why? She's not even the worst one. I think it was just like, I understand though. It was just a bunch of competition. Like, sadly, in the entertaining industry, there's lots of things required, not only like talent and like want to work a bit better. At the end of the day, you have to connect with fans. And I think other people just connected more. I don't know. I'm glad that she's doing great though. But I was so angry. That one episode when they released like who were they eliminating first, I was just shocked. I was like, I didn't understand. I was like, why? Like, why? She's not even like that bad at singing, and she's one of the best at dancing. She at that point she was probably like second best at dancing, right after Daniela. I just didn't understand. I was like, what the hell? Yeah, and she was helping everybody. I think that's why I was like feeling so bad, because she was actually helping everybody. Everybody kind of like loved her. They were like emotionally connecting with them. It was just so... Oh man, I was just like, no, I think she deserves to be there longer. I think they had a certain image they were going for. She didn't fit sadly. Yeah, that's the other thing that I kind of learned after Dream Academy. Whenever they create this kind of like boys or girls group, they have an image already, and it's not like the ones that don't make it don't have any talent or they're bad. It's just sometimes, yeah, they have like a certain image that they want to create, but also they want unity at the end of the day. It doesn't matter how good you are at singing or dancing. I think the most important thing is just belonging. and showing that it's like one whole entity, like one whole group. That's one of the things that I kind of learned, like I kind of learned a little bit more after watching Dream Academy. I was like, oh no, okay, wait, no, I see it. Honestly, yeah, the final lineup made a lot of sense. I cannot be mad. I can't be mad because every single person in Cat's Eye is so freaking damn good. They're so good. Oh my god, I've been seeing Felix of Stray Kids and I'm so happy. I've actually been following Stray Kids for a couple of years now. Probably like a little bit over 5 years. Nah, a little bit over 4 years. Let's not be fake. And I've been seeing Felix on my TL for some reason. It just randomly started appearing in my TL quite a lot the past like 4 days. And I'm so happy. Because I'm like... Everybody's like, have you ever seen a man so beautiful? Yeah, he is so gender. And I'm like... I'm like, but have you heard him rap? Like, his face card is not even face card, it's his face economy. And I'm like... That one tweet made me laugh so much. His face economy, not even face card. And I'm like... He's so beautiful, and then you hear his voice. Yes, that's why I was like, but have you heard him rapping? It's the Gap Moe. I should make that tweet with you. She's face economy. Honestly, at first, I think it was because of my ESL-ness. I thought they were insulting Felix. I was like, what do you mean face economy? Like cheap? He's like one of the best faces in the group, if anything, not the best one. What do you mean face economy? And then I kind of got it. I was like, oh. Because I thought they were talking about like economy and like business and stuff like that. And I was like, oh no, wait, oh. Yeah, I thought like economy was like equal like bad. Like, you know, when you don't have enough money, aka everybody else, including me. We kind of just go in economy. So I was like, what the hell do you mean his face economy? What the hell? You're so rude. That's such a rude thing to say. But no. Their music just ain't for me. I like their music. I don't like all of their music, but I do like their music. Actually, Felix is one of the most handsome faces in the K-pop industry. Well, first of all, Lara. Well, in men, probably. How can a dude be so pretty? Like, usually guys tend to be like handsome and like, you know what I mean? Like the first adjectives they kind of think when you look at it, like a good-looking man, it's like handsome or like cool. With Felix, I think everybody just kind of like falls to their knees and you think just like beautiful. I think that's the first word that you think about when you see like Felix's face. You're like, beautiful. What the hell? Please Google this guy. I don't know how to pronounce Korean names. Give me a second. From 17. Sorry, I'm not huge into like K-pop groups and stuff like that, but I do like K-pop. Oh, he has kind of like a baby face, no? He's kind of cute. He's cute. I like Felix more. I like Felix more, not gonna lie. Wait, I can show you his face on stream now. Wait a second. Give me 1 second. Wait a second. I can show faces now. You hate me. No! Oh my god, wait a second. Give me 1 second. I can show faces now. Yeah, I'm gonna DM Felix and ask him, do you feel comfortable if I show your face on stream? Oh my lord, there's this picture. This tweet. It was the one tweet that everybody was talking about. Let me show you. Holy damn. You guys are gonna... If you guys are not familiar with who Felix is or who Stray Kids are, you guys are probably gonna be a little bit shocked. But here, let me show you. Oh, I think this is like better quality. So he's this guy is who we've been talking about. He's a member of Stray Kids. He's Felix. He's alright. You're crazy for that. You deserve hell for that. Now you understand why everybody just like looks at him and you're like, what the hell, beautiful? That's literally a lesbian. That is a wild thing for you to say. But I understand what you want to say. ¿Qué tenemos de camionero? I'm afraid of Gap Moe though. I'm afraid of Gap Moe. If you're a little bit curious about him, I hope you'll search for him and and you hear how he raps. He's kind of wild. The word is androgynous. No, the word is he's so gender. In 2025, we've moved to this guy is so gender. Yeah, it's a new Sumer lingo. I learned it this year. I was so confused when everybody was like saying it. I was like, what do you mean it's gender? I don't get it. Oh my lord, they put so much. They put so much hachimitsu. How do you say that? Honey. They put so much honey sauce. Blessed. How do you say it in Spanish? Miel. Cause I know Spanish. I'm so good at Spanish. Don't ask me any other kind of word out of the blue. Yeah, miel. What are you having? Fried chimkin with like a salad. Ah. Mentiras, gringa. My lord, like that one person in chat, like yesterday, was it yesterday or my first stream in Silent Hill F? Asking like, what's the question? It was so funny. I'm not making fun of them. I just thought it was so funny. I'm like, Maria, you're still Latina or? And I was just like, actually? Yeah, are you still like, was that a thing or was that a thing and it's not your thing anymore? Or and I'm like, actually, my thing now is Asian or something like that. Yeah, because it's a thing that you can change. Yeah, was that your thing? Is it still your brand? Is it still your brand or? I think they were probably just asking like, why is she speaking so much in English? Maybe. I think it was just because I forgot to say I was Latina in debut. Did I forget to say I was I think I just said I spoke Spanish. Oh my lord, I'm not even gonna read that out loud. Are you gringa now? Can you still speak French? No. I can't. I forgot everything. I forgot everything. I cannot speak a single word in French anymore. Thank God. What do you mean, thank God? Algunos consejos para el inglés. Yo creo que las dos cosas que más hice que más me sirvieron para poder hablar inglés fue uno, forzarme a utilizarlo. Cuando te pones muy comfortable, muy cómoda de que tienes la opción de o no, no vas a escoger inglés. Entonces tienes que hablar con amigos que nada más te puedan hablar en inglés. Y tienes que forzarte, por ejemplo, como a ver shows en inglés o forzarte a ver shows con subtítulos en inglés, ¿no? There's one thing that I did quite a lot. To the point that I do now. It's kind of weird. But right now I tend to feel more... I don't watch anything with Spanish subtitles. Even though it's my celestial language. Spanish is my celestial language. I don't watch anything with Spanish subtitles. I prefer English. I also feel when you have English subtitles, you read less. I don't know how you... I feel more comfortable with English subtitles rather than having Spanish subtitles. There's less words. In a sense, there's less words. Mucha suerte! Good luck to everybody that's studying English. It's kind of a rage-baiting language. It's kind of a rage-baiting language because what you write is not what you really say. And sometimes the pronunciation doesn't make a lot of sense. It's just how things are, sort of. There's not really a rule behind it. It's just like because. It's just because, and you kind of have to like just do it. I think English is always pissed everyone off. Sometimes I don't understand. But also, I've learned so much on like how to say different words. Because I stream and you guys teach me how to say them. But at the same time, I think streaming has also made my English worse. I don't know how to say it. I have a feeling that my English was way better before I started streaming. It's such a weird thing to say. I don't know why. I don't know why. I think it might be because I purposely do, like... I purposely mispronounce lots of things just to piss you guys off. That at the end of the day, it kind of becomes a thing. What happened to you? I don't know. All these mortals. All these mortals. You're so annoying. For example, serotonin. I think that's a big one. I think that's a really big one that became a thing. This gives me so much serotonin. I love that one from you. You guys don't help. You guys don't help. Serotonin. I can't even get annoyed at that because that's just so silly. Soldier. Soldier. Shoulder. Soldier. Soldier. Onomatopoeia. 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 No, it doesn't matter what you say. I'll forever pronounce it as serotonin. I don't care. Everybody else is wrong and I'm right. Salmon? What's wrong with salmon? Literally, what is wrong with salmon? I pronounce salmon okay. You're safe for now. Yeah, you thought I didn't know how to pronounce salmon? Stupid. Chromosome? Is this stream just became an English pronunciation test? What is this? Stupid. How about pants? Jeans? Pants? You love my body? Wow, thank you. Oh, the plane. English certificate stream. You know, every time that I had to do the IELTS, it was kind of silly because they have like a speaking section for it. And I don't remember how many minutes you actually have to speak, but I have a feeling they always let me go before the time. It's kind of funny. It was not the IELTS. It was... Wait, was it the IELTS? Which one is the British one and which one is the Gringo one? I think... Wait, isn't IELTS the Gringo one? Mind if I draw your model? Feel free, you don't have to ask for my permission. There's like two... There's two like English... Like official English certificate language exams. There's two. Oh, the TOEFL! You're right. No, IELTS is the British one. And the TOEFL is the Gringo one. I've actually never done the TOEFL. Never. So if you ask me for tips for that exam, I have no clue. I've never presented it. I've always gone with the British people due to my school. It wasn't my choice. Is it? I don't know. I've heard people saying that the TOEFL is easier. But I don't know. I would test it out for you if it wasn't for the fact that I'm annoyed. Like, it's the fact that you have to wake up early to go there. Like, physically. I would actually go there and present the exam so I could, like, give you guys any tips if you ever want to present it. But you have to wake up and be there so early. I don't know why this TOEFL certification expires. Yeah, I know what it expires. It's just because they need to keep on funding it. That's the only reason why it expires. It doesn't make any sense. Any purpose for getting this? There's lots of places, especially for for two, but mostly the people that start taking it for the very first time, it's mostly for education. Whenever you want to do a master's in another country, for example, like in America or some English-speaking country, they will 100% ask you for like a language level certificate, and you'll have to present it. In other times, when you kind of like, when you're job hunting in English-speaking countries as a foreigner, they usually do tend to ask as well. Well, not ask, but it's kind of like you have to show like a certain level of English so you can actually show that you can work with them and work in the country and whatnot. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I don't know if for jobs it's only recommended, but for like in the academy world, in the academic world, in the academic world, it's like 100% necessary. If you don't have it, you won't get it. It's as simple as that. We'll probably have it as like recommended but not required sometimes. Yeah, maybe, but for academic stuff, it's 100% required. It's not even like if you have it. I think it's a thing that lots of people outside of the US and Canada and the UK maybe are very familiar with. Ah. Do you still live in your country? Such a wild question. What do you mean? No doxing, please. I'm everywhere with everybody all at once. That's the good thing about being an angel, but also having internet. I don't need to be inside your walls. Just look behind you. Look over your shoulder. What are you eating? Chimkin and salad. Or look over your internet history. God knows. And if God knows, I know. What salad though? Is there a name for this salad? I think they just kind of like mix a bunch of veggies. I don't know the name. Say that again. Chimkin and salad. What veggies? It has lettuce. It has carrot. It has cucumber. It has kelp. Oh, I love kelp. It has... What is this? How do I say daikon? Oh, yeah, it has cherry tomatoes. I don't know how to say daikon. 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 How do you say daikon? Radish. Thank you. And it has radish. And it has like vinegar. It's like set apart, but I'm combining it. So it's I don't know, it's just an everything salad. Oh, is it called garden salad? Is that what it's called? Balsamic vinegar? Yes, balsamic vinegar. A little bit of balsamic vinegar. Wait, really? I didn't know that salad had a name. Whoa, oh my god. Why do I always forget to mute that sound? I need to like customize that sound. Can you guys hear the sound or not? Or am I the only one that hears it? It's probably just me. The brim! With the 10 gifted. Oh my lord. I didn't hear it. Oh, it's just me. I'm just like personally getting jump scared. And I'm like, ah! What happened? Yeah, it's the default alert sound. Oh my god, I don't have it on stream, but I have it for myself. That's so silly. Aniacs, thank you so much for the 10 gifted. Welcome, new Kumamori. Welcome to the Kumamori family. It's chilling time, everybody. I'm gonna be participating in Aniacs this November 23, everybody. I think it's gonna be my first time ever in Thailand. hope I get to talk to people. I hope I get to talk to people. I hope to get to talk to at least one Kumamor. I've told my friend to write down what they want to say. I hope there's a couple of Kumamor that come. That's like my biggest fear. What if nobody comes? It's my brain worms. 100% be there. Really? She's gonna meet you? Yippee! Oh my god, it is actually the very first time that I'll be there. So it's kind of exciting. Have fun. Thank you. Oh my god, I'm so looking forward to like seeing their faces, because I love having to have like I love having the opportunity to have like a visual of like the person behind the name that I always see on stream. I think that's like one of the easiest way for me to like remember them all the time. You'll be there in person? What do you mean in person? I'm always everywhere, with everybody all at once. You look to your left, I'm there. You look to your right, I'm there. You look above and I'm there. And you look at your goal history and I'm there. You look at Aniacs and I will be there. I think you'll recognize the one who will visit you when they tell you. I'm so excited! If you do go, make sure to have what you want to say written. I think you can buy like a maximum of 5 tickets, which is like 5 minutes. But still though, even if you think you have a lot of time, even if you get like the maximum amount of minutes that you can get, which is like 5, time flies by. It's kind of crazy. You don't even notice. You don't know how fast time flies by. So it's better to have all your thoughts organized in a written in a paper, so you want to say everything that you want to say. Expecting marriage proposals? I don't know. It's been a while. Why? Do you wanna? Are you going there? Can't go, so I can only say hi on stream. It's alright. Maybe I'll be able to go to where you guys just live. I hope I can. That really depends. But it's okay. I'll make sure to be like really thankful to the people that can actually make it. It's just a different experience that I can have with chat. So much different than just like the day-to-day streaming one. Do you know season 3 of JJK is gonna be released pretty soon? Have they released the trailer? Marie, will you ever be on the East Coast? Well, I mean, I would love to, if I could. They have? Where? Wait a second. Why is that not in my TL? Why has that not made its way into my TL? Give me a second. I need to check this out. What is it? Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3? What in the on-hole? It was released 3 weeks ago? And I never saw it! Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3 official teaser Crunchyroll. Give me a second. I need to link this to you guys. I'm gonna watch it. 3 weeks ago and I didn't know about this! Cat's Eye cure your misogyny. I hate you. Desi, thank you so much for the super chat. What the fuck? They really are next. I love women. I don't know what you're talking about. What do you mean, my misogyny? Sure, that's so late. I'm sorry. I got distracted. Wait, let me watch this teaser. I need to watch this. all the call-in games. Just by like the first 2 seconds of the trailer, I already know how much money they put in this season. I'm like, holy. That's how you know Mappa has a bunch of money for Jujutsu Kaisen. Holy. Oh my god, the animation this season is gonna go crazy. What the hell? Right! He's gonna come back! I have that one stupid friend in Holo Stars that is really good. Holo Stars JP. That's really good at voice acting, this guy. Yeah, Yuta. Oh my... Ah, it's my kid! She looks so cool! I'm so gay for this woman. Oh my gosh! Wait, January 2026. 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. Okay, like in 3 months. Like in 3 months! Well, 3-4 months. Yeah, January 2026. I hope it's more than 12 episodes. I am so tired of waiting for anime seasons just to be like 12 episodes. That's too little. I feel like such a boomer saying this. You gonna do a watch along? Should I? Isn't it better for me to watch it alone and then talk about it with you? Should we? When do each episode come out? 12 is a sweet spot. Give me 24. Give me my 24 episode seasons back. I want them back. Give the animators a break. Give them a break, but give me 24 episodes. Hello, hello. Might be better for you to watch it alone so you can enjoy it more. We'll see. I want 36. Is it 36? I just thought it was either 24. It was either 12, 24, or like 200. I thought those were the only options. Yeah, 24 episodes of Riot. Imagine when we get to watch it with you. Ignore chat? I cannot ignore you. Even in watch-alongs, I tend to like look at you guys all the time. And I'm so scared that one of you is gonna like spoil me. You have no idea. In like the sporadic times that I could like communicate with humans here and there when I was in heaven, I would have to like repeat myself so many times because I'm not a manga reader for Jujutsu Kaisen, and I haven't actually gotten spoiled. Quite surprisingly so, because I was so gatekeepy of like I am so good at like cleansing my TL of like things that I don't want. So I was like over a year telling humans like, even before like introducing myself, I'll be like, don't spoil me! My name is Mari, by the way. Nice to meet you. I really like Jujutsu Kaisen. Don't spoil me! And also I had like really good like friends looking over my shoulders that would like ban them incredibly fast. I think that's when I had my friends modding for me. And they were like tyrants. Those were like the tyrant times, because they did tell me that there were a couple that tried to spoil me, but they would ban them so incredibly fast that I couldn't even read them. That was such a good time. I wonder if you had known an anime that is legit trash. Legit trash? That's such a harsh word. Yeah, Boku no Pico. Is that answer acceptable? Is that answer acceptable? What do you mean not acceptable? What do you mean by not acceptable? you're a very, very, very sick individual. And I hope God finds you. So we can whoop your ass. First of all. Then he can do whatever he wants with you, but I will whoop your ass first. I don't even think that anime should be categorized either bad or good, because there's like a whole other kind of what the fuck is going on. I think we should stop being pussies and I think we should stop being pussies and sometimes say like no. This ain't it. And for me, no, this ain't it goes for Boku no Pico. It's different if you don't like something, but like, no, this ain't it. There's a couple for the no, this ain't it category. Why am I picturing you wearing an abuela momo, and does the term abuela momo sound funny? Abuela? Abuela for me sounds so rude. But I know that in so many other Latin American countries, abuela is just grandma. But abuela for me sounds like you're telling like your grandma like a hag. Maybe it's because I was raised by calling my abuela Nona. Nona sounds cuter. It sounds like with more... I don't know. It sounds more lovely. I would never call my Nona abuela. Abuela sounds like... Yeah, sounds like vieja. Sounds like abuela, like abuela. Like, it sounds so... Nona, nonita. My Nona. Vieja is the actual root ones for me. I understand that abuela is not rude, but for me, whenever I hear abuela, it's like... I call mine Tita. Tita is cute! Tita is cute. I remember though, Tita! Oh, never mind. Tita is cute. Yo le decía a mi abuela Nani. Such a weeb. You're such a weeb. Although thinking about it, my grandma was Tita and Tuti? Tuti. What is that, like Spanish? Tuti. Tuti like everybody? I call my Lola. La guitarra de Lolo. Lola sounds funny. It doesn't sound rude, but it sounds funny. I would never call my grandma abuela. Never. Oba? Oba sounds so rude. It sounds... Oba sounds like a rude way of saying grandma in Japanese. Okay, I have a big sister and I have a big brother. My big sister calls my father and my mother. She calls them Fati and Muti for some reason. I just call them Mommy and Papi. Maybe I just like words that sound like really cute. Like Mama and Papa sound... It just sounds so loveless. Madre. Mother. Mother! Black and blue! Thank you so much for the super! Girly pop, mi niña, I want to thank you. You're the only source of national pride. National pride. I feel have... Really? What about Shakira? I'm letting have risen from hell and are the road to glory. Please keep represented. Thank you! If anything, I would have considered myself like an embarrassment. I would have thought of Shakira first and foremost. You don't call your mom mother? No, I call her mommy or ma. Ma! I can't find my pencil case. Ma! Where do you put my towel? A mí me da pena decirles mami, papi. Why? Why? I actually never had a Naruto. The only Naruto merch I had was a calendar. And that, oh my lord, that was such a long time ago when Naruto Shippuden was airing. That's how long ago it was, everybody. I don't even remember the year. I can only like classify it as when Naruto Shippuden was airing. I had a Naruto Shippuden calendar. And I would deadass write like every Saturday of the week. I had it written. And every Saturday of every month in that calendar, new episode, watch. It was so funny. Oh, I did have a headband, you're right. But that's like elementary school memories more than anything. But like high school levels? Was it high school or was it... I don't think it was even high school. I think I was younger. A little angel just writing in her Naruto Shippuden calendar, new episode every Saturday. Was it Sunday? I thought it was Saturday. Naruto Shippuden Saturday. Ah. Naruto Shippuden release was a junior high for me. Am I a grandma? Did I just dox myself? For me, it was probably middle school. I think it was middle school, yeah. Yes, well... No sé, nunca vi Naruto, yo sí tenía amigos. So that's why you ended up the way that you are, huh? Now I understand everything. Do you do the Naruto runs too? I think I did them when I was in elementary school. When I was very, very little. I think I didn't do it by the time that Naruto Shippuden was out. But I remember when I was little. Do you guys know that in heaven they put Naruto on TV? So when I was a little tiny little angel, I would watch Naruto on the TV. And I think I would also try running like them. But then when I was like little, like really tiny. I kind of grew out of it later. I never really grew out of the anime thing. Never. It was never a phase. I knew it. Back when you would get bullied if you said that you liked anime. I don't think you needed to say that you liked anime. I think they kind of clocked you somehow. I was never really the weird anime fan. But somehow they always clocked you. Now animes for normies? I'm kind of happy for that. Like, well, how do I say this? At least you're not gonna get bullied for anime. You're gonna get bullied for other reasons, but sadly. But the bullying for anime was one of the most stupid things. Well, I think all bullying is stupid in the first place. It literally never makes sense. But the bullying for anime was just... like, it was so dumb that even when I got bullied for it, I just didn't... I think they didn't bully me as much as other anime fans because I wouldn't never give them a reaction. I think not giving a reaction is kind of better than either crying or getting mad, because that's exactly what they want. But also because it was just so dumb that I was just so speechless. Like, what am I like... you're kind of stupid. Like, what am I supposed to say back to that? Like, my brain was just like, I mean, yeah, I like anime. So? I was just like, I don't understand how I should be reacting. If you want a reaction, get better at bullying. No, never tell them that. I actually had one bully in like high school that, oh my god, it's just so lame. It's just so lame. I actually never got bullied by girls. For some reason, men were always the one that bullied me. And I find that, well, bullying itself is lame. Let's start with that as a starter, right? But for some reason, every time that I see a guy specifically bullying girls, it's just so, it's like, even like it couldn't, when you think like bullying couldn't get even more lame, and then you see those levels and you're like, oh wow, I was not expecting them to like disappoint me even more. One guy tried to get physical with me, and we think Mari Papa for driving me to taekwondo lessons ever since I was really little. After that once, the first and last time a bully tried to get physical with me, he never tried that after that. He just made fun of me like verbally. We thank Mari Papa for that. It's so stupid. And the most stupid part is that after that, I was called to like the principal office, and I was like forced to go to like a 1 week therapy session with like the high school therapist, which is one of the most useless jobs ever. Because my first reaction was to get physical, and that was not normal. And I was like, hello? Was the bully called too? I think so. But in my case, it was because my first response was get physical. And that is bad. And I was just like, listen, I understand your point. And your point is, I share it. But there's always context. There's always context to everything that you cannot just casually ignore. Every single case should be looked at with the context pasted to it. No? It was so stupid. I know you try to defend yourself, but that's not the way, honey. Sort of. So silly. I was like, I don't know what do you expect? Exactly. I don't know what you expected. To like let the kid like take the punch or something, and then have the kid like call out their bully like verbally. It's so silly. I hope schools are different now. Probably worse. Oh my god, I really do hope that they got better. If not, I'm gonna be so sad for kids right now. Haven't really gone to a school or a high school in heaven recently, so I could check what's going on. Or even the human ones. I've only... So sorry about that plane. They fly so near to heaven, you know? I've only been to universities recently, so I have no clue how the situations are at schools right now. thought that was a neighbor again. Today. Maybe that's why I slept for so long. I also had a headache this morning. This guy was hammering the entire day. He hammered from like 8 in the... They started at 8 in the morning. o'clock. 8 o'clock in the morning. Until 5 p.m. And you know what I think? I think they actually know when I start working again. I think they know when I start streaming, because the whole month of September and a couple months before that, they were not doing it. And I was like being able to record so much stuff and work on so many things morning and afternoon. But they literally started like a couple days before my debut. And that's why I had to change my schedule so much for the first week. To like nights and late nights. I have no clue what's going on with that man. I don't like your neighbor. I don't think anybody, including me, likes my neighbor. I wish they were gone from this neighborhood. And you know what I was thinking? I got a little bit nervous yesterday. Wait, was that? No, it was this morning. Sorry, because he started hammering a lot, and I was like, wait, did I think I have a double stream this week, but I think I should be safe. And then I checked my schedule, and I realized I put the double stream on a Saturday and not a Sunday. Sundays is when they're not supposed to do any kind of noises at all. But I think Saturday, they can do noises until like noon. They can do noises, but like not as late as normal days. And I was like, oh fuck. So I'm just crossing fingers. If he's doing noises that Saturday, we're just gonna have to like either like go through it or maybe just move it to Sunday. I forgot, because I forgot and I thought it was Saturday and Sundays, the days that he couldn't do any noises, but I was like, wait, no, he can in Saturdays. Nervy happy 1 month, by the way. Good morning, evening, my lady Mari-sama. How are you? Forgive me, my lady. I can't look at you. Your beauty blinds me like the sun. Meanwhile, me eating fried chicken like... What? Is he building a new house? I generally have no clue. That man has been building a new house the past like 3 years. At this point, I don't know if he's building one or if he has like a hobby of building houses inside of his house. I have no clue. Yeah, I don't know if he's a woodworker as a job, like as a main job, or... Because sometimes he's quiet and then sometimes he just has seasons like... I thought because the past few months he had been like calmed and chill. So I thought he had finally ended, and then he freaking started as soon as I debuted. So I was like, what is going on? He likes to change the tiles on his floor every couple weeks. What if he's one of those people? You're right. You lose sleep because of this dude? Yes, I do. I was so happy because I thought I was gonna be able to like stream normally, but it's just the timing. The timing makes me like a hater. Like, how else? How else can you time it? So it wasn't even like after my day. He had been quiet for so many months at this point. Well, you could hear him every now and then, like, you know, some kind of like big sound, because I don't know what the fuck that man does. Sometimes you can hear him like freaking punching walls or something, or like letting go of a bowling ball on his floor, but not like constant hammering, right? He started the constant hammering again, like 4 days before my debut. How can I have such a bad timing? Wait, I couldn't read. Not gonna lie, if I had a neighbor like that, what? We didn't want her to read. What if he's a YouTuber that tests hammers? You're right. Oh my lord. This stream is kind of late for me and it overlaps other stuff. Well, sorry about that. We're all just doing our best, but thank you for still opening a little bit of time in your schedule for me. Honestly, I think we're all gonna be struggling with that no matter at what time I stream. Because I remember when I would talk to humans in the morning in the West, a couple of humans were like, "You're streaming so late. I'm gonna pass out." And then when I would try to meet humans at night, they were like, "This is too late for me. The world is such a vast place. It's never the perfect time for everybody." But I do appreciate people that make their time here and there whenever I try streaming. Let me drink water. It's kind of funny because now you can actually see my face when I'm drinking water because of the silly face expression. Like, I never do this face. Well, I don't think I've caught myself doing this face expression unless I'm drinking water. It's the and it's just me drinking water, but it's so silly. I'm just what is that face expression? I can only catch it whenever I drink water. Give me a second. Yummy. I cannot just quietly drink while watching something with you guys. It's just gonna be like a really serious moment in a video game or like a movie, and I'm just gonna be like You look so cute when you're eating. Your cheeks look so squishy. I was about to say I'm already full. I ate all the salad, but I still have like 4 pieces of chicken left. But I'm so full, I cannot eat anymore. Any dessert? No, it's late already. No dessert for me. That's what happens when my sleep schedule is like me sleeping through lunch. I lose the dessert right. No, sadly. When you munch on chicken, I can see it. Really? Wait, really? Wait, let me try munching or something. Maybe she thought about it. Maybe she didn't even do it. I think she did it on purpose. She knows I'm always eating. Wait, that's so cute. You never noticed? No, because I didn't test it while eating. We just did like funny tests like you know, but not really the eating one. But not really eating. Me siento acompañar cuando se streama a esta hora porque suele ser cuando comienzo a sentirme algo mal. Oh, mi vida. Bueno, ojalá puedas dormir mejor hoy. I wish I could stay yapping for like as long as I could. I'm also trying to like fix my sleeping schedule. Ooh. I should say you're pretty good at moving your face. Thank you. I think everybody's pretty good at using their face muscles, if anything. You're yapping my day. Thank you for being here. Really means a lot. Should probably take my meds after this stream. Kind of a requirement for this line of work. I was gonna say this line of yap. What, being able to yap or being really good at your face expressions? I'm good at both, depending. I'm just getting hit by the food coma. I'm just like, yeah, that was a really good chicken salad. Yeah. This literally happens whenever I tend to like eating together for like lunch or whatever, or dinner. So every time that I end up eating with somebody, at some point after finishing my meal, I just have like 5 minutes of total silence when I'm just like, cause like the food was so good, your body's starting to process it and you're like, yeah, that was a good salad. I remember you when you were still in med school. That is wild. Oh my lord, that was such a long time ago. Hello, old Kumamor. That is wild. That was so many centuries ago. That's one of the Kumamors from like centuries ago. Would you ever recommend new skincare products that you found? Yes! I'm on the thing is, I don't really recommend them unless I finish testing them. But recently I've tested 2 things that Kumamors have actually been gifting me through Throne. So far I'm liking it, but I'm not gonna recommend anything until I finish testing it fully. Because then I feel like I'm being irresponsible. I'm getting a little bit more into essences lately. It's essences and, well, that's the new one, but recently I've been testing new essence, new moisturizer, and new sunscreen. I need to fully empty the bottle so I can give you my review. I'm becoming dust again. No! Somebody was asking me about the Kimetsu no Yaiba movie. Everybody. I couldn't even yap about it on Twitter because I literally got sick right after. I think every time that I go to like touch grass, I feel like I immediately get sick right after. I got so sick right after watching Kimetsu no Yaiba movie. I couldn't use Twitter for like 5 days. Chat! I kind of got a little bit annoyed. Not at the story, but at the cinema. I went with like 2 friends. One weeb friend and one normie friend. And we went to like that one cinema. Not because... It's just they didn't have seats to any other kind of cinema. Like the normal cinemas were like all full. I really did look like... How do I say it? I didn't think weeps were gonna be... I underestimated the weeps. I underestimated the weeps. I thought animated movies were not gonna be popular. And I would be able to go to the cinema whenever I wanted and just picked whatever seat I wanted. But then, when I checked the night after, the day that we decided to like meet with my friends, there was only like a couple of seats that were free in one of the cinemas that were the most expensive ones, because those are like whatever, like they show you like 4K or something, like extra high quality or something in the screens, because the rest of them were like full. And I was like, there is no way. That's when it hit me. I was like, oh wow, it's either I underestimated the weeps or anime finally became more normalized. Cause like Kimetsu no Yaiba is extremely popular to the point that it's like normies know what Kimetsu no Yaiba is. Well, Demon Hunter. If you say Demon Hunter, they will know what it is. So yeah, we had to go to the expensive one, and the expensive one only had like, I think we ended up watching the movie in like the 4th row or something. It was kind of close to the screen, And I don't know what's up with that. I don't know if it was like the dude that was behind the audio management in that one specific time slot for the cinema, but it was so loud. Like I genuinely had to watch the entire movie with like a finger like covering my right ear, because those were the where the speakers of the cinema were at. It was only, I think, because of how the cinema audio is like structured, every other like audio sound effect was fine except for like the fighting ones. Like every time that the swords kind of like hit another sword, or like every time somebody says like a breathing style, and then like the water sound, or like the fire sound. Those specific ones were the ones that were so loud, and it's Demon Slayer. Those sounds were all over the place in the movie. It was all the time. It was so loud. It was hurting my ears. One of my weep friends actually had to put like what is it? Yeah, I guess he just had to put like earphones on. It was so painful. So I was a little bit annoyed at that. Desi, thank you so much for that sopa. I stopped going to Marvel movies because the smell, and I didn't even take the risk with Kimetsu no Yaiba movie coming out. Some things are meant to be group watched. Honestly, also, is back a happy first month, darling. Sammy, welcome to the fun. Kuma more family. What was I gonna say? I was worried about that. Oh my lord, listen to me. I wore perfume. I wore perfume to the Kimetsu no Yaiba movie. Sorry, I still have like a runny nose. I'm sorry if you hear me like doing this a lot. Like, I'm still recovering, my bae. That's why I was telling you that I couldn't sing a lot. One, because my throat was still recovering. Two, I have a runny nose. So if I'm not doing like, I'm feeling like, you know what I mean? Like sliding down the back of your throat, and you're like, so gross. Let me blow my nose first though. Yeah, still not sick. I feel like I'm just recovering. It's that one last step that I need to overcome. It's just my runny nose. Okay. Yeah, I feel a little phlegm. So I watched a movie with one weep friend and one normie friend. He just went with us because he was kind of close to my birthday. So he just wanted to celebrate that birthday, I guess. He had no. It was kind of funny because this is like part 2 of the end. Final part 2, 2.2, the final for real. He had no clue what Kimetsu no Yaiba was. He had no clue what Demon Slayer was. He just watched the first episode. He didn't know what else the anime was about, but he still went to the movie with us. So I made my weep friend sit in between us because I know how he's kind of annoying whenever we watch movies. Because listen, I talk in watch-alongs, but I don't really talk in the cinema. And he's a yapper. But also, he usually yaps more when he doesn't know what's going on. So I didn't want him to ask me every time because it was my first time watching. Well, I already read the manga. I knew what was gonna happen, but it was my first time watching it. So I just made my weep friend separate us so he would ask my weep friend instead. Thank you so much for doing that for me. Because every time that I would kind of like eye emoji at them, he would be like asking something, and my friend would be like explaining it to him. Yeah, I was like, who's that? I don't know. What do you mean breathing stop? Why? Yeah, both me and my weep friend we are manga readers. We knew what was gonna happen. So I felt so bad. Well, can I talk about it now? Well, if you haven't watched the movie, I'm sorry. But, well, never mind. Let me protect you. There were I'm not gonna say the name. I'm just gonna say there were a couple of weeps that came to the movie cosplaying certain character. a certain character. I saw that character quite a lot, like in cosplays, and I felt so bad for them. Like I knew, and it seemed like they didn't know because they were going into the movie really happy. So I was like, I don't think they're manga readers. All of them were going into the movie like really, really happy. And I was like, why would you come into this movie in specific dressed like that and with that attitude? And once that happened, I literally heard, it was so funny because in the cinema I literally heard somebody go I wish I was exaggerating, chat. And my heart broke for them because that happened to me when I read the manga like more than a year ago. I heard the and I was like, oh no. I felt so bad. I think so many people that went to the movie were not manga readers. And I was just like putting my face like this and I was just like accepting reality like, oh, it's coming. You know? I felt so sad for them because I remember how I was the second that I read that piece in the manga. I was so heartbroken. Like it didn't surprise me in the way that I like when the fight happened. I knew how it was gonna end. Like I love that character, but I was kind of realistic. I was like, oh man, couldn't they have picked another character? Why this person? I was just like, why this person? No. No, you know what I mean? When the fight hasn't even started and your reaction is just like, no, why this person? You already know how it's gonna end. But it was such a different experience seeing everything animated. They did not disappoint me in the fights. I was eating the Tomioka fight. Oh, my baby. He's my second favorite pillar. My traumatized baby. I was so proud. He was tanking. He was tanking that moon. Like I already knew how cool it was gonna be just from the manga, but seeing everything so high quality and frame by frame, I was just like, holy, I am so proud of you. Look at you. You said that you were not worthy of being a pillar, and look at you. You just don't know your self-worth. You're amazing. Look at you. Without you, the fight would have been so different. I am so proud of you, Tomioka. I've never had the experience of coming to an anime movie with manga knowledge. I don't think I've watched that many anime movies in the cinema. Let's start with that. I was so happy for him. You know? Chamaco miado de Tomioka. Leave Tomioka alone. Is my baby. Is my baby. Leave him alone. Oh, I'm not spoiling. You can chill. You like him for the voice, right? Well, shit. Don't call me out. Yes and no. I have three reasons why I love him. Two are very superficial. Okay, whatever. Yeah, sure. One, sure. I love his voice. Whatever. We already knew that. Two, he has black hair and blue eyes. Yeah, whatever. We can move on. Three, my baby has been trying so hard. He just wanted to protect his friends. Everybody starts weak, Tomioka. Why are you kicking yourself down so hard? You just had luck. You were just lucky when you were weak, but then you made yourself really strong to the point that you do deserve to being a pillar. You just want to save everybody. Why stop kicking yourself down? You're amazing. Sort of. That's why I love him. He looks smoking hot on the right. On the fight? He did because he was freaking strong and amazing! Tanjiro wouldn't have been able to do what Tanjiro usually does if it wasn't for Tomioka tanking the whole freaking fight. Leonard, welcome to the Kumamore family. I'm so happy for him. You know what I did say though at the end of the movie? You know how... Oh my god, I was telling so many people, because so many people were saying, no, this is the final movie, like Kimetsu no Yaiba is gonna end here. And I had been saying this for so many months. I was just like, no, I don't think they're gonna be able, because I had read the manga. And the worst part is I was talking to people that had read the manga as well before. So I'm like, I don't think they're gonna be able to put so many things in one movie. Unless they go over like the demon's past. But in this really specific part, the demon's past is really important. I don't see it. I don't see them going over it. And so many people were like, no, it's only gonna be one movie because we already had one before. This one is actually gonna be the end. And I was just like calculating from the very last scene of the last movie where it ended. And then I was like, no, it's not. It's not gonna be enough time. I don't think it's possible to put so much of the manga in just one single movie. And then it ended up the way that it ended, and I was like, I knew it! I knew it! I didn't cry in this movie, by the way. I didn't cry in this movie. I cried when I read the manga for the first time. From like the shock factor, you know? But I did not cry in this movie. You know when I'm gonna cry? The next one. They ended the way that the last scene for that movie, I literally told my normie friend, I was like, this is where they're gonna get me. This fight, this specific fight, the fight. I was like, no, this is where they're gonna get me. Because I cried so hard in the manga. But I know I'm gonna cry in the anime when they animate it. I'm like, the next fight that's incoming, the really important big fight with the two characters and the other evil one. I'm just trying so hard not to like name anything so I don't spoil. I was like, this is where every single adult, I don't care if you're a woman or a guy, this is where we all cry. If you cried in this movie, you're gonna get destroyed in the next one. That chapter is still staying in my collection. That one was so... Now that I think about it, when I try to like have their voices in my head, I kind of get teary. I was just like, this is just not fair. I was just like, this is not fair. It's the other not fair, but with like characters that I did love a lot. I was just like, ugh. Thank you so much for that, Supa! If the next two movies are also 2 hours and a half, we'll definitely have enough time. Yeah, but there's definitely gonna be more movies. I was just like, there's no way they're gonna put everything in the manga in one single movie. We don't have enough time. And boom! What did I say? Moment. Yeah, the manga's been over... It's been like over a year. It's been over... I think it's probably been like 2 years or something. I have the whole manga. I bought every single manga and I have it here in my studio. Manga that makes me cry, manga that I buy. You know what I did? You know why I didn't cry in this movie? Because I'm a Rengoku fangirl. So many... fuck all of you. I was so mad. I was so mad. Every single tweet that I saw in my TL after the movie, they were like, I feel so bad for Asuka. I was like, fuck him. Fuck him. What do you mean you feel bad for... I feel bad for Rengoku. He's fucking dead. I was so mad. I was like, yeah, you forgot about Rengoku? I still feel bad for Rengoku. He fucking died. Like... Ugh. I was like, but you saw his past. He was trying so hard. He was just unlucky. And I was like, yeah, Rengoku also had a hard time and he didn't fucking pick to be a demon. But you don't understand. You lack sympathy and you like... I was like, fuck him. Spoilers, Marie? Oh no, fuck that. I'm not spoiling the movie. I'm not spoiling the movie, but I'm gonna talk about seasons of Kimetsu no Yaiba that have been over 2 years old. Yeah, I'm just protecting you from movie spoilers, not from the rest, not from everything that has come before. Yeah, everybody was just like, I'm just gonna forgive him after we found out what happened to him. And I was just like, hello? Maybe I'm not as pure as... Maybe that's why I'm not God. Bless. All of them are just lucky that I'm not God and I'm just a mere angel that just like sings next to them. I don't really have the power of deciding who to save and who to not save. Because if I had that power, I swear to God... I'm happy that I'm not the one that decides who needs to be forgiven and who doesn't. Yeah, I forgive him. He was just a victim. And I was like, bitch. There's so many victims that chose not to be demons. What the hell? Yeah, but you have to take into account that. No, fuck him. I remember Rengoku smiling and asking his mother if he did a good job after saving everybody in that train. And then Tanjiro going to his house to tell his little brother to do his best. You don't tell me that everything is fine to my... You won't. You don't have that right. No. No. Yes, you can hate Akaza, but but you cannot hate on Hakuji, I guess. Yeah, but he was mind controlled and blah 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 blah. Yeah. I don't care. The scene with his mom, I think I still cry. I cry every single time. I got teary. You know what the worst part is? My normie friend was actually crying his eyes out in the Akasa scene. And I felt so evil. My normie friend had no clue, but they somehow made him cry. He was crying so much with the Akasa scene, and I felt so evil because I was just covering my face halfway, and I was just like, justice has been served finally. I was just like, in my mind, mentally, I was just like, you can rest in peace now, Rengoku. I was just in my brain was just repeating the same sentence over and over and over. I was just like, Rengoku, it's over, it's done. No, and I got teary not because of Akasa. I got teary thinking about Rengoku. In that section, I did not cry, but I did get teary, like quite, like almost about to cry. Not because of what was happening on the screen, but because I was like thinking, like, it's over, Rengoku. It's finally over. Oh my lord. You're that friend that's too Rengoku pilled. Shut the hell up. I will forever shield Rengoku everywhere. It's not as if Ufotable hasn't done it every single time that they can. Every single season and every single movie, he appears for a reason. My baby boy. He was the coolest. He was the coolest out there. I am so proud. He didn't let anybody in the train die, and he was able to tank Akasa and almost behead him without the mark. I don't know about enemy, yeah, but my pillar is cooler because he has the mark. Well, my pillar almost fucking killed that high moon without the freaking mark. How about that? That says enough about him. Imagine if he had the mark. Imagine if he had the mark. I think everybody would have gotten pissed because that would be like a way too strong character. I'm literally that one Tanjiro. It's not even copium. It's literally just telling you what happened. He literally almost got beheaded. He made it past halfway. Without the mark. Akasa was just a fucking pussy and then he ended up running away because the sun was almost about to come out. I keep getting called a gooner for being a Mitsuri fan. Oh my lord. She's so cool, by the way. She's so cool. I can't wait for them to show like more action from Mitsuri in the next movie. She goes wild. I think people didn't know how powerful she was until the that one season in the anime where they do the swords. I keep forgetting the names. When they kind of saw a little bit of how she usually fights. He would have soloed the verse. Yes! She's so disrespected. That's what happens when she's cute and she has big boobs. But it's fine. She'll have like a really bad, like another really badass moment in the movie, I believe. Do you like the film them? I did. I like the previous movie more. But this one is pretty good one. This one is pretty good. I think my favorite movie is still the previous one. My second favorite movie... Well, how many movies do we have in Kimetsu no Yaiba so far? Is it 3? Or is it 2? I'm getting confused. Maybe it's just 2. It's been the Rengoku one. 2, right? It's just Rengoku and this one. Or not? The rest have been anime, right? Kimetsu no Yaiba movie. Movies. Oh yeah, it's just been 2. It's just been the Mugen. Yeah, the train one. The train one plus the Infinity Castle. The rest of them have been anime. Well, okay, yeah. Then the then the Rengoku movie has been my favorite one so far. Sorry, it's just my bias, by the way. This is 100% my bias. If it wasn't for my if it wasn't because Rengoku is my favorite pillar, this one would have definitely been my favorite one because, obviously. But I think the next one that's gonna come, it's probably gonna be my favorite one when it comes. But yeah, my huge bias is in there. The next, what happens after the next one is cool. The train arc is still peak. It is! The next will go down in history as a favorite movie. Yeah, I think the next one is also gonna be my favorite. And then Rengoku movie and then this one. The one that just came out. All of them I think are gonna be really high quality, but I think that's how my mental ranking is gonna end up looking like. Rengoku, my K-pop bias. I will defend that man with my whole life. I will. He deserves heaven. He deserves everything good in heaven. You know who's your favorite pillar, by the way? I have 3 favorite pillars. Oh, gross. All of them are man. What the hell? Well, if anything, my 4th favorite pillar is a woman. My 3 favorite pillars are man, sadly. My favorite pillar is Rengoku. My 2nd favorite pillar is Tomioka. Tomioka and the girlies. My 3rd favorite pillar... Well, he's retired. Oh my god, I keep on forgetting his name. That's why he's my 3rd one. The stupid. If I say this stupid, do you know who I'm talking about? Oh, how do you know? Yeah, it's Tengen! Not the stupid and then everybody else knowing who I'm talking about. Tengen is so damn hilarious. Ugh. He's so stupid. I love him so much. He's so cool. I love his personality, by the way. But I just love the way that he can back up his shit talking, you know what I mean? like when shit goes down and he has to get serious, he actually does get serious, and holy moly, guacamole. He is so strong. He is crazy strong. He's so much, yeah, and the way that he fights is so fun, like visually. The way that he like creates like a mental map based on the sounds is so freaking cool in my opinion. Yeah, and his wives are hot. And also, it's the fact that his wives are not like portrayed as like, no, Tengen-sama, protect me. But it's more like his wives are in the fight with him and they will assist and like save his ass if he has to. And like has this whole elaborated plan that would not be possible if they were not in it with him. It's so freaking cool. Badass. Badass. All of them are a bunch of badasses. I've never seen Kimetsu no Yaiba in Spanish. I've only seen it in Japanese. Well, and like English here and there. But I don't think I've ever seen Kimetsu no Yaiba English dub. I can only never like Shinazugawa. He's just I understand. I think the only time when I like had a soft heart for Shinazugawa is what's gonna happen next movie. And it's not because of him. It's thanks to another character that I was like, ah, fuck. You know what I mean? But yeah, he's not my favorite pillar. I don't vibe with him either. That was the only time that I kind of connected with him, and I felt bad. I was like, man, you know? You know, despite Tokito not being in my top 3, I still hold Tokito really close to my heart because he's a kid. You know what I mean? Like, people tend to forget that he's like 13 or 14, something like that. Because he's so freaking cool and so strong. And he always seems to like hold his composure no matter what. But they tend to forget that he's a kid. You know what I mean? Yeah, he's a literal child. So I'm like, yeah, he's 14. Wait, he was 13 and then he is wait, how many years? He was 13 when we met him. He currently is 14, I think. Something like that. He was 13 when they first like announced him or something. Yeah, he's such a baby. I do know that Shinobu's voice is Sakura Cardcaptor's voice actress in Spanish. That much I do know. He was 11 when we first started the anime. My baby! When did he become a pillar? Wait, I need to Google this. How old was Tokito when he became a Hashira? Oh, never mind, 14. My baby. I hold him close to my heart. He's still a child. I love him very, very much. Pretty crazy fit. I think people will not overlook him anymore in the next movie when they finally understand who Tokito is. My baby. He got brought in by the family shortly after Tanjiro's family was killed. Yes, yes! He pretty much started almost at the same time as Tanjiro, and he became a pillar so fast. Do you like Zenitsu's story? I already knew Zenitsu's story in the manga. Yeah. Zenitsu... Zenitsu is a character that I got to like slowly, because when I first started watching Kimetsu, I hated Zenitsu. Because I usually tend to hate characters that are like, I'm so funny, hehe, because I'm a pervert, hehe. He was so annoying the first time that he was introduced to it. And then he slowly made it to my heart. But we also have to be honest, he was lucky. No, I don't really want to like look down on him or anything. He just got lucky. I don't think Zenitsu would have survived if he had fought any other pillar currently in the castle. Despite him, like, making a new stance. Zenitsu is only good because we see Kaigaku. I think without him, he wouldn't be interesting. It's thanks to Kaigaku that we get to see his story and how much he actually cared for his grandpa and where he stands and where his morals are, and I think that's good. And like how cool I guess he can be, and like how actually hardworking Zenitsu is, and how he sees like hard work and like self-development. I think it's cool. But I think Zenitsu got extremely lucky, and I'm happy. I'm happy that he got lucky. I think so many people would have, like, if there had been another choice in the story, so many people would have been sad. And I'm happy. he got lucky. Having to fight who he fought. This is a very well done story, so all the fights have very good culminations. It's just me talking as a fan and a bias. I see where the necessity came from. I see why it had to be done. But if it had been up to me, I would have probably spared a couple. I would have probably spared a couple. I was just like, we can have character development without this happening, please. Can we have character development without this happening? I think Rengoku's death was 100% necessary. It's why we see Rengoku every single time Ufotable can. Every time Ufotable has the slightest chance to put Rengoku in the screen, they will. He literally changed. It's just a changing point. It's a changing point. It was 100% necessary for Tanjiro to have Rengoku die. Yeah, if Rengoku didn't die, the rest of the pillars wouldn't also be try-harding as hard as they are right now. Everybody needed to be unified. And I think, yeah, and by everybody, I mean everybody. And I think Rengoku did that. So I 100% think that even if I love Rengoku with my heart, I would have probably not changed that. I would have changed what's gonna happen next in the next movie. I think I would have changed one thing, please. I think I would have changed one thing. I'm not gonna name who, but I would have changed one story. I think it would have been fine. The filler that 90% of people want. I don't want to know. You'll be fine. It's gonna be super cool if anything. The fight that's upcoming next, it's tell us the fight number. Oh, the fight where the movie, literally it's probably the fight that's upcoming, like right this moment, the very next fight that's upcoming. I wouldn't change the destiny of everybody involved. I would change the destiny of one person involved in there. I think it's too unfair. I don't know. I think we can have character development if we make sacrifices, but not that one. Would you change the destiny of the oldest person? I was gonna go the opposite way, actually. And I feel so mean. I feel so mean. I feel so mean. But I know it's quite the opposite. I want to change the destiny of the other person. Well, there's gonna be 3 involved. I think that's entirely fair. Yeah. Yeah. It's fine. The oldest can carry the consequences. When are we gonna find out who? When do you think the next movie's gonna come? When did they announce Infinity Castle? How many years did they take for them to do Infinity Castle? Do you speak Japanese? Kind of. Did they take like 2 years to make it? Because I wanted to say like maybe it's gonna come in 2026. Yeah, I was gonna say because Ufotable is like fast as hell. But then I was like maybe 2027 then? I don't know. Infinity Castle was 3 years ago. Really? Wait, let me actually search in YouTube for the first like Infinity Castle trailer. Didn't they announce it as soon as like one anime season ended? It was kind of like wild. Like they were already working way before the anime ended. Infinity Castle trailer. Wait. First trailer. 1 year ago. Oh yeah, the first trailer was a year ago. It dropped a year ago. They dropped it in June 30. And the movie literally just came out. So like a year and a couple of more months. Can I? I love animators, but would it be too harsh if I say the next movie's gonna come in 2026? Like next year, or is it too much? It's either November next year or maybe January 2027. I believe if it's affordable, they can have it in by that time. No? I don't want to see this in the manga. I like the colors and the animations too much. You're kind of crazy because like I couldn't for Kimetsu. I actually like started reading the manga after a little bit before the Rengoku arc because I just couldn't wait any longer. I needed to know. And it's kind of wild that after this movie, people are not curious what's gonna happen because everything is happening. So many things are happening at the same moment. I'm so surprised that nobody's like, I need to know now. And we never missed a year since season one. Okay, then I hope that they actually bring a new movie by the end of 2026, if that's not too much to ask. Oh, it's just the next one is gonna be crazy. I did watch the fan animations. They've been doing a season every year, and with this movie, it was basically a full season. I have full faith that they can do a yearly release. Okay, then in Ufotable, we shall trust. I say November 2026. I say November 2026. I think that's a good. I think that's a good date. Or even December if they want to make a bunch of people cry on Christmas. I think that would be a nice gift. The people crying on Christmas, that's gonna be me. That's gonna be me. I don't even know if I'm gonna watch it on the cinema because I'm probably gonna be the only one that's like, wah! Like I didn't watch Rengoku's the train movie in the cinema, and I'm happy that I didn't because I cried so much that I got a headache. I got migraine from crying, from like physically crying so much. Thank you, Lunar, for that super chat, by the way. Wow. Yeah. I think I've only cried like that 3 times in my life. I cry all the time, but to the point of like getting a migraine? No. Just those 3 times. And 2 has to be with anime. The other one is just real life. I saw a bit of the train one when it got leaked everywhere. By that time I had already read the manga, so even if it got leaked, I don't remember. Maybe I actually did get spoiled, quote unquote spoiled, on Twitter, but nothing really surprised me because at that point I had already read the manga. Like I knew what was gonna happen. I felt really sad reading the manga, but that's why I love Kimetsu no Yaiba, like the anime and the movies, because despite of like the manga being amazing as well, it's just the visuals and especially the voice acting. The voice acting is what got me. It was just listening and seeing everything move that I read back in the manga. That one destroyed me so hard. Like I was already crying so hard. I was not getting a migraine by the time that Rengoku died. I was just crying a lot. But I think what gave me the migraine was Tanjiro's voice actor's line of like him crying and like breaking his throat while yelling to Asuka like he did not, like Rengoku-san did not lose. You lost. He did not let anybody in the train die. You lost because you're the one that's running away. You coward. Rengoku did not lose. In that like super strained voice line, that's when I boom migraine started, because that's when I started crying my eyes out. That's when I got the migraine. I broke in that one scene. It's so bad. It was so bad. To the point that I like, because I was crying so hard, I had to rewatch the last parts of the movie to like actually pay attention. Because then they show the other pillars and they showed like the Lord like talking about his children and whatnot, and then, you know, I did not pay attention. I physically couldn't pay attention because I was just crying so hard. Wow. He was amazing. He was crazy amazing. Still gives me goosebumps just by listening to you saying it, because it's true. That's why he's my favorite pillar. Because everything that Tanjiro said is true. That's why Asuka was so pissed. If it fits the glove. If the glove fits. I was literally just like thinking that when I saw Asuka so pissed. If the glove fits. He's right. He was right and you know it. That's why you're so pissed. I don't think I've ever heard the Ian version. I did hear the Ian version just because I like looking at Rengoku a lot on YouTube. I think the Ian version was actually pretty decent too. It's kind of funny though. It did not make me cry as much as the Japanese did. I guess it's just because of the shock factor as well. The Japanese was also my first one. I think it's quite decent. But there was one line that made me teary in the English version. It was something like, when you think you're not good enough or something like that, like set your heart ablaze. That it was so sad. I was so like when life is making you think that you're not good enough, and I was like, he'll forever be in my heart. I even have his chibi, his good smile chibi. I don't like Tanjiro's voice in English or in Japanese. Yo, and the fact, yo, they were so evil in that movie because Lisa's song. They're so evil. It's like Lisa composed that song, well, not specifically for Kimetsu no Yaiba. Well, yes and no. She obviously thought about something else in her life, but the lyrics fit so nicely to what was happening and to like the message that Rengoku left, that it just made everything worse. Like, I remember when I was calming down a little bit more and I was finally finishing watching the ending of that movie, and then the song started like playing, and I know enough Japanese to understand what the lyrics were saying. I was destroyed. I was destroyed. And it was just the credits roll. It was just the credits roll, and I started crying again with Homoraya in the credits roll. It was so evil. Best movie in my opinion. Good smile chibi, where you get that? Komamure gifted me that on my throne. They gifted me my Rengoku chibi good smile. He's over. He's literally above me right now. He's watching over me. Yeah. Have you heard the Spanish version? Like a Spanish fandom? Fandom? No, I haven't. The thing that the film is apparently the best-selling anime film ever. It is. It's good though. Anime's finally getting to normies. My friend, oh my god, I remember my friend came out of that cinema crying, like just like getting the tears away. And I was just like, why are you crying so much? And he was like, that one, the demon with like the tattoos. And I was like, oh my lord, you were crying because of Akaza? What happened to Asuka? And he was like, yeah, I didn't know that he was gonna become like this. Should I start watching it? And I was like, yes, you need to watch it and you need to understand why I was not crying. He was like, wait, but the story was so sad. And he was like, and I was like, you don't understand what I had to suffer to the point of being here. You don't know the pain I had to go through to stand in this cinema. Oh my gosh. You're so funny. Nah. You guys should have made him watch Mugen Train after this. It was pretty late at night. We just wanted to go home. Maybe if we get together again with everybody, I'm just gonna force him to watch it. I kind of want him to watch everything though. There's one friend, my friend that makes thumbnails for me. I'm actually making him watch Kimetsu no Yaiba. Oh, cute. Wait, he just gave me a thumbnail for tomorrow. Rip. Oh well. He hadn't actually seen Kimetsu no Yaiba, so I remember I was yapping about Rengoku One Call, and then I'm the kind of person that's like, you wanna watch it? You wanna watch it now? Okay, you wanna watch it now? Let's watch it now. So I actually, over the couple like months, it's been months, I set him down with whoever else wanted to join at that time, and I pretty much forced them to watch, because everything is on Netflix, right? So I made him, using my Netflix account, I made him watch like everything. I don't remember if we finished. I don't remember. I need to ask him. I don't remember if we finished the last season with the Sword Village. I don't remember if we have. But we were watching it because we were talking about this movie. I was like, I need you. I need you to be ready for this movie. And the worst part is that by the time that we go to the train session, by the time that we got to the train movie, I still cried. I did not get I still cry every single time. But I do not get a migraine every single time anymore. I cried again. And all my friends, because all of them were in the call to watch that movie because they knew how I reacted. All of them still told me, like, it's still kind of crazy that you have watched this movie so many times. Probably being really close to like two digits. And you can still cry. And I was like, you don't understand. Oh, thank you for coming. I've been talking about Kimetsu no Yaiba so much. It's gonna be like a Kimetsu no Yaiba yapping session. I'm just glad people stopped talking trash about the 3D in Demon Slayer and finally acknowledged that it's well done. Oh, there was a moment that they were doing that. Was it last year? Or was it way before that? There was one time where people were making, like, people were criticizing every time that an anime decided to go 3D on something. I think they were also criticizing the latest season for Attack on Titan. It was a while back, right? When was the latest season of Attack on Titan released? Yeah, I remember so many people were hating on 3D. And I understood where they were coming from, but I don't think it was correct in this context. I think it was just them being used to... Well, in Attack on Titan specifically, to have everything animated in 2D. But just because everything was animated in 2D, it didn't mean that the 3D used was badly used. I think they did a pretty good job on the 3D. Didn't Ufotable use 3D animation way before Demon Slayer? Yeah, they did. That was a lot. That's why a lot of people on Twitter were saying, like, it's not something new on Ufotable. It's been a Ufotable thing. And every time that they use 3D, they don't really use it lazily either. Ufotable tends to be pretty good at 3D. Yeah, I think it's just because in the past, every time the 3D was used, it was, well, mainly to, like, save up money on the 2D animations. And usually, it was not very well done, I guess. But recently, and by recently, I mean the past couple of years, not like this year, I think they've done... I think they think that a good 3D is a 3D that you don't notice is 3D. I have a very different opinion. That you will know 100% when 3D is being used because it's 3D, bitch. It has to look different. It's 3D. It's the way that they can beautifully mesh it together with the usage of 2D. And I think recently, well, where I've last seen them, like Attack on Titan or Kimetsu no Yaiba. In Kimetsu no Yaiba, they use 3D so many times, and I think every time it looks beautiful. I think the mix looks everything look really pretty. Different studios seem to use it better, like Girls Band Cry so 3D, but it looks good. Yeah, before I think it was a hit or miss. Right now I feel it's more of a hit when it comes down to using 3D. It's just, well, it's not like I've been watching lots of different animes lately, but I haven't seen, it doesn't really come to my mind something that's like such an ugly 3D. The 3D ruined it. Something like that. I haven't really thought about it. There was one part that I think it would have been as amazing as it was if it wasn't for the 3D. The trap that the Lord in Kimetsu no Yaiba made, where the house exploded. Wow, that scene was so breathtaking. It was kind of crazy. There wasn't anything like super crazy going on. If you think about it, if you sit down and think about it, it was just like one house exploding in like a really vast forest. Ooh, but I remember the first time that I watched it, I knew what was gonna happen again, because I am an old manga reader. But when I saw it happening on the screen, I remember I was speechless until the very last moment the scene ended. I was just like that the whole time. Holy moly. I think the last time people were up in arms about 3D was that Berserk anime. I haven't watched Berserk. Oh my lord. It reminded me when I was talking about Berserk with some friends. With my friends in the same server. Half of them have watched Berserk. Me and my other girly friend, we haven't. And I remember... They did not spoil me. Well, they kind of did, but it's fine. I did ask for spoilers because I did not understand. There was one character, I forgot his name. He was really pretty. The really pretty character in Berserk. The really pretty character in Berserk. No, what? No, not Guts. No. Not the no. Yeah, Griffith. I remember, yeah, that's where the meme comes from. No, I saw so many episodes like Griffith did nothing wrong. I was that before because I hadn't watched Berserk at all, and we were talking about him, and I googled him. I only googled him, and I just saw pictures, and I was like, why are you guys hating on him so much? Is it just because he's so pretty? He's so gorgeous. Why are you guys hating on him? You guys are so annoying. He hasn't done anything. And then my friends were like. Yeah, I had nothing. I had no clue about anything about Berserk related stuff. I just googled his name, a picture came out, and I was like, what did he do? What the hell? You guys are being so mean. And my two friends that had watched Berserk were like... And that's when they told me everything. They pretty much gave me like a summary of the story, and I was like... I was like, oh. I was like, what did I just walk into? You have to witness it. Yeah, I guess I have to go through it. Because even if they tell me like a summary of the story, I'm just gonna be like, oh, I see. But it is different to go through it and watch it slowly unfold, I guess. Yes. Ah, so sad. Why is it always a pretty one? And my friends were like, no, you don't understand. It's because... like, you need to watch it, but it's because, like, his beauty is part of the whole story. Like, his beauty is part of the things. And I was like, okay, okay, okay. And I was like, damn it, it's always the pretty ones, man. Sephiroth in his side looks like a saint. Oh, shit. Not much. Sephiroth wanted to... I don't know anything about Berserk, by the way. Just know the general sense of it. But Sephiroth didn't want to destroy the entire planet. Is there something worse than that? He wanted to kill everybody. And by everybody, I mean everybody. Like the whole fucking planet. Griffith did so much worse. Ugh. I do think that Hojo is worse than Sephiroth, though. Well, it's kind of... oh, maybe it's that. Maybe it's one of those things that Hojo technically did not want the whole planet to... well, I do think Hojo is worse than Sephiroth. Maybe it's one of those... maybe it's one of those contexts of like, yeah, Griffith is worse than Sephiroth. Actually worse than Hojo? Really? I'm getting scared because when I think about one of the most disgusting characters in anime or video game history, I think the first one that comes into mind is Hojo. I think I haven't felt so like physically disgusted as I've been with Hojo. Wow. Griffith did nothing wrong. I saw so many comments. Because we were looking at like videos showing like Griffith's history. And I think half of them were serious, but well, not even half of them. I think like 2 or 3 were serious and like the rest of them were just like doing it for funny. The whole Griffith did nothing wrong. But like there were so many comments in every single video that talked about Griffith. Every single comment was like, Griffith did nothing wrong. Justice for Griffith. Oh gosh. I was thinking Hojo from Inuyasha. Yo, he's so like... he's such a background character that I had to think for like 3 seconds of like, who? And then I was like, oh, what? He's such a character to like the left part of the background that I didn't even come to mind. I was like, Hojo from Inuyasha? Who? And I was like, oh, him, what the hell? Still funny. I need to sit down and watch that anime someday. My friends were like, watch it when you're like in a good mental space. And I was like, oh, okay, geez. Okay, I'll do it. Everybody seems to go like full on serious when it comes down to Berserk, that I'm just like not apprehensive, but more of like, was goddamn. Feels like I have to like touch this with like utter care of like, oh my lord. Bring some friends with you. Jesus Christ. I did tell my friends though, and I didn't want to tell you guys the same. I think because of all this like hype that comes from everybody every time Berserk is mentioned. At first, I think my friends convinced me otherwise to like change my view, but at first I was a little bit apprehensive, actually is the right word, for Berserk, because I thought they were just like edgy and like dark just for being dark, you know what I mean? Just for... how do I say it? Just for the... how do I say it? Like dark without really any substance and like truly cool reason and good story plot to use that darkness and that heaviness. You know? It's just like gory and not all gory anime, but most of gory anime is gore just because of, you know what I mean? I don't like it when it's like that. And that's why I don't like What's the word? It's not hentai. It's almost hentai. That's why I don't like gore just because gore, or like fan service just, yeah, ecchi. I don't really like ecchi just because of ecchi. I enjoy ecchi. I mean, my favorite anime is Code Geass, for God's sake. I like tits on my face when they get on the robot. But I don't like the whole anime being about tits on my face because they're getting on a robot. You know what I mean? There's a reason behind tits on my face when they get into a robot. Or when they like sip up their bodysuit and their boobs jiggle for like 3 minutes. That's really Code Geass. Yeah, I don't want it just like, oh, something really dark and horrible and like heavy happened, but you know, just because. And I thought Berserk was like that, and then my friends, who I trust a lot when it comes down to like anime opinions, they were like, no. Trust the story. And I was like, oh, okay, fine. I shall trust. Whenever I sit down and watch it, I shall trust. At least Code Geass fan service isn't as in your face's key project. I think Code Geass fan service is like on your face. Not that I'm mad. I think every time that I want to explain Code Geass, like the level of fan service in Code Geass, I always give them the scene of CC kissing Lelouch in the robot. It was a really important scene, by the way. Lore-wise, like story-wise, it was really important. But the camera... It was, imagine a two-seat robot, CC being slightly below Lelouch. She turns around, she stands up, and she kisses Lelouch, but the camera is on her ass. I don't know how else to describe it. It's like on the bottom floor of the robot. 60% is her ass, and then you see in the corner them kissing, and I'm like, oh. And I'm like, heck yeah. Yeah, I think ecchi in a robot done good is Code Geass, and ecchi in a robot done wrong is Darling in the Franxx. Oh my god, that's why I get so... Maybe that's why I get so pressed. I actually get so pressed whenever they like, oh, this is like Code Geass, and I'm like... my wings just instantly stop moving, like... I think Darling in the Franxx had so much potential, because I think the concept was actually pretty cool. I mean, it's just normal. It's actually pretty. So you can do something so cool with that concept, like the root of everything. I don't understand what happened after. I think it needed a couple more episodes. I think they needed to redo half of it. The start was fine. I don't know what happened from the start till the end. I think that's when they fucked up. I don't know if they were like pressed about time or something. I have a feeling they might have been pressed with time, because I thought everything started falling apart for me. Also story-wise, from the half up until the middle, up until the very end. I don't know. Yeah, the first half was pretty decent. I was like, oh, okay, I'm understanding what's happening. I understand what we're getting into. Okay. I don't know. The best thing that animated is all the cosplays bad is doing Zero too. I think they should reboot. I think we're fine without a reboot. I mean, if they ever do a reboot, I'm gonna watch it. You know, whatever. But I think history's fine without a reboot. That's what I always say about Code Geass too. I think Code Geass is fine without a remake. Unless they just give like a separate DVD with like super high quality animation, but like with the exact same like Like with the, I don't know how to explain it. With the exact same animation, but just like visually H quality. You know, H quality, HD quality. But it's not really a reboot. It's just like clean it visually and just put it out as a DVD. Yeah, just like a HD remaster, yes. Bonus did a lot of monster versus mecha shows. There's Eureka 7, which is arguably a lot better than what they usually do in my opinion. I haven't watched Eureka 7, I should probably do. Code Geass still in standard definition? Yes! It is! I have the DVDs, but those are old DVDs. Those are still not like HD. Yeah, I want 4K. I want 4K. The movie's HD. We don't talk about anything Code Geass related after season 2 ending. We don't talk about it after the Deluge of the Rebellion season 2. The rest is not Code Geass. I feel like you'd had a lot of Code Geass merch. I do. I went to Japan a couple of years ago and I bought so much Code Geass merch. I have like standees of Lelouch and I have a bunch of like clear folders. I also have like a plushie keychain. I don't hold a lot of anime merch. I have like stuff here and there just because I don't have the space to actually like put it on. I have like a couple of standees, a couple of clear files, stuff that I could use, and like a couple of tiny little like decorative items. No, I don't have a cheese queen plushie. I do have a Lelouch plushie though. Yes. I think what takes the most space, and I guess it could act as something decorating my space, my working space, would be the mangas. I do have manga. Not like lots of different kinds of manga, but when I like a manga, I buy the physical thing. Like the whole physical thing, so it becomes like a whole column that's standing in one of my stands. Like I have Lovely Complex. Yeah, I buy the whole set. I have like Lovely Complex. I have Naruto. You can imagine how much. I think that one, it's not because it's like one of the best animes ever. I just bought it because of nostalgia. I think a couple years ago they celebrated like a couple of years. I don't know if it was like 10 years or something of anniversary, and I was like, you know what? They did my childhood. I think they do deserve it. It's like, you know, it was more of like nostalgia feeling. So I did buy every single Naruto manga. So it's there. I bought the Kimetsu no Yaiba manga. What language do you buy the mangas in? Well, it depends. If they don't have an English release, I buy them in Japanese. I have the Japanese version of the whole Hiroin Shikaku. It's a shoujo manga. I bought it because it was so fucking bad. It was not bad, but I hated it. I hated it, but I applaud to it because I knew that that's what the mangaka wanted me to feel. So because I knew that was the mangaka's objective, I realized how a genius she is. So I was like, fine, I give up. You deserve my money. So I bought the whole physical edition. That one I do have it in Japanese. You are the #1 master baiter. You bought it because you hated it? Yes. But I bought it because that was the mangaka's objective. You know what I mean? The mangaka wanted me to hate this, and I hated it. So she did her job beautifully. You know do you understand my point? She knew this was gonna happen. She wrote it, so this would happen. It happened. I think you did a pretty good goddamn job. And it's like, it ended like that. It ended like usually like pretty different to what I like reading in shoujo. So I was like, take my money. Fucking hell, this fucking story. I'm never reading it ever again. I am never reading this manga ever fucking again. Interesting way to go about it. Yeah. So I have it on my shelf. I have Modao Sushi on my shelf as well. I have Painter in those are manhwas, but well, that one is Chinese. I have another one. That's a manhwa. That's in Korean. Well, it's in Japanese because I bought it in Japan. I bought Painter. That hasn't finished, but still. I bought a bunch of tomes, physical tomes of Painter and then Painter of the Night. That one is a Korean manhwa. Hi to everybody coming in. I had an ex who was obsessed with Modao Sushi. I learned so much about it against my will. I think Modao Sushi is my favorite BL of all times. And there's so many good BLs out there. But I think Modao Sushi... I think the more BL I watch, the more I realize that Modao Sushi might be the best BL in my heart. How you doing? I'm doing good. I will have to take a couple meds after the stream though, just in case. So I can start working on a couple of stuff. I have so much offline work. I hope everybody has been okay. I didn't like some characters in Painter of the Night. I stopped reading. Which one you didn't like? I'm tense. We're at that point of like, the author could fuck it all up with the ending, or it could end up being a good manhwa. Hi, FD. Hi, Chan. Leon, thank you! Welcome to the stream, by the way. Hi, Chan. Man, BL is good. How's your tummy right now? It's good. I slept the whole day today, sadly. I wanted to work on a bunch of stuff, but I slept the whole day today. Well, two things. I think it's maybe because I was sick as well yesterday because of my tummy, and also because of my freaking neighbor just being so damn loud. But I'm feeling better. Me, it is important. I feel lately, Aki, whenever I get sick, which has been happening, I'm still not fully recovered. I was telling them I still have like a lot of phlegm, and I need to like blow my nose quite a lot. So I'm like slowly coming out of it. But I feel like when I get like sick, like strong sick because of something, I end up going into like full hibernation mode. You meant the Korean Painter of the Night. There's another Painter of the Night? Yeah, I was talking about the Korean BL manhwa, Painter of the Night. This one? Here. I'm gonna use the cover from Lezen, so I'm not showing anything illegal. I'm not showing the paid content. Another one? No, it's the one that I've been, it's the one that I've been talking to you about. I don't know if you've read this one. Oh, wait, Painter of the Night finished a while ago. What am I talking about? That's why I bought it. What I'm thinking about is Silk over Silk. That gave me Painter of the Night vibes. And is that at that phase of like, you could fuck the entire story up with the ending, or you could save it. Painter of the Night has long finished. This one. The one that I'm talking about is this one. Still under Silk, was it? Wait, which one can I show? Because technically I can show it, but it's just I'm scared of YouTube. So, let's show this one. This one is fine. You may notice that I have a thing for like historic Korean stuff. This one wrecked my emotions. Yes, me too. That's why I bought whole volume set. This one is the one that I'm currently reading. This one is still under silk. It's called still under silk. This one hasn't finished yet. This one is in a hiatus. This one, oof. This one was going so good, and then right now I think all of us readers right now we're just going in like this, I don't know how to explain it, like this just went wrong in the most horrible ways so fast. You're feeling a roller coaster, by the way. You're like, I don't think it's impossible to go lower than this, but I'm scared that they might go lower than this, and we're so close to the ending. I'm like terrified, sort of. We're in that phase right now. You're like, please, 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 I am, please. The other one that I'm currently reading that I absolutely love is this one. This one again. This one is another one that we were going so good. We're going so good, and literally the last 2 chapters, everything went to shit, and you're like, nah. If you like mythology, this one is called Aniacs. It's Egyptian. It's about Egyptian mythology. It's about the trials. It's about the trials for the new Egypt god king that Horus had to fight against Seth. They have ancient Egyptian BL. Heck yeah. This one was going so freaking good, and I was so happy. I was enjoying it so much. And then the latest 2 chapters, I was like, nah, everybody and me, we're all like, now please, please, what's happening, please. Seth with S-E-T-H, Seth. Yeah, I'm gonna give you another one. I think this is this safe to show on YouTube? Yes, it is, right? Oh, I just want you guys to know how Seth looks without the mask. Where is Seth without the mask, man? I guess we could show this one. I think this one is borderline safe for YouTube. This manga I recommend so much. This one is so cool. Like so cool, to the point of like they concentrate so much on the lore. Everybody loves BL and we read BL for a reason. But also this one is so story heavy and so mythology heavy that there was a point in the story when I was like, enough! I was like, I love mythology. I love good plot. I love history. Feed me! I was like, it's been so long. Feed me! I think they delivered quite nicely. This one. This is how Seth looks, everybody. The red hair. The red hair dude is Seth. Is the god of the desert. God of war. Oh, so big. That's Isis, by the way. You have Isis, the girlie on the left. You have Anubis, the guy, the little kid with like the short hair. You have the god of love at the back looking at a mirror. And you have the god of family, which is Seth's wife. I don't know how to pronounce those names in English. Nephthys, I don't know. The blonde girl. And then the green dude all the way in the background is the god of the underworld. And the king of the Egyptians god. I haven't touched up too much in Egyptian mythology, so I wouldn't know much. I think it's still it's a pretty good read still for people that don't know a lot about Egypt. I think they introduce each character and the story pretty good. I think this one is actually a good read. I'm assuming the man in the background is just... Yes! Is it Osiris or Osiris? I don't know how to pronounce his name in English. In Spanish, it's Osiris. Yes, that's him. It's the green dude in the background. You are correct. Horus is the tan guy with obviously the pretty obvious Horus mask on top. Osiris. Oh, it's Osiris. Okay. Osiris. I hate him. Every reader of Aniacs hates him. And we cannot even say it. We cannot even say death to Osiris because the motherfucker is already dead to begin with. So it's like, I just want you gone. How can we make you gone if you're already fucking dead? Like, get out of here. Anubis has always been my favorite Egyptian god. It's Anubis is this kid over here. This kid over here. He looks different in the story later. When they show you the Anubis mask. They do like really cool stuff. Also, yo, if you like Greek mythology as I do, obviously, you might know that Greek mythology and Egyptian mythology are like weirdly intertwined at some point. This story touches it. It's so cool. I had my like, I was sussing them out a couple of chapters ago. And then recently they finally showed it. And I was like, I knew it! They have Greek mythology in the story too. I was like, I freaking knew it! I knew it! It was the latest chapters have been so cool. Is Horus in this one, Marie? Of course! The main story is about Horus versus Seth. The trials that happened, so Horus... Spoiler alert, by the way. I mean, it's Egyptian mythology. So Horus could end up being the successor of the sun god. And he ended up being the king of Egypt. This one is Horus. This guy right here. It's the main story. And that's why the two of them seem like... Well, this is like the proper... the proper poster of their story. And this one is the BL line. Canonically gay story, by the way. This is Horus and Seth. The left dude is Horus. The dude on the right with the beautiful dude on the right with the red hair. This one is Seth. I really recommend this manga. It's so bad. It's so good. This one is really good. He's so gorgeous. Seth is the other representation when you think about like he's so gender. The mythology Manhwa is about mythology. It is quite funnily so. There's a part I did talk about this a while ago, but there's one part of the story where they focus so much on the story and actually telling everything and like doing it so beautifully, because they do, by the way. That I was getting desperate. I was just like, please, it's been so long. I was like, please, it's been so long. They had me begging. I was like, just a tiny little bit. Just a tiny little bit here and there. Just, you don't even have to show it, just like, leave it vague, but please. I just want a little bit of dessert. I would have thought that was Thought. Oh my lord, you want to see Thought in an ad? He's gender, he's beautiful, he's a twink. Let me show you. Alright, do we have it in any of the front pages is the question. I don't think so. Thought looks really pretty. Damn it, I can show this picture. He looks so pretty here, but this one might be like YouTube, like not safe for YouTube. Oh, this one was in a cover. I can show this. This one is like public, like non-paid content, so I'm not showing anything like for free. So, oh my god, this is so, the picture is so big. This guy, the guy on the left, the guy on the right, sorry. The guy on the left is Horus, the guy on the right is Thought. You know why you understand why? I'm like, he's gorgeous. A beautiful twink. Yes, he's the guy of like knowledge. He's like the smartest gods of all Egypt. He has knowledge of before the universe started and when the universe is gonna finish. He knows it all. He's really pretty. And he's really fun. He's really, really fun. Yeah, the guy on the right. The guy with the long, like, pale blue hair. He's thought. He's really cool, by the way. He's really, really cool. In the manga. Kanti thought it was not something I expected. He's actually one of the few, like, ancient gods. Like, by the time... I'm talking about ancient before... I'm talking about, like... Because they have generations in Egypt, right? It's not like all gods existed all at once. By the time, like, before the sun goddess even existed, the sun god Ra even existed, Thought was already in there. He's one of the ancient gods. He just had a different name. And I think they show it by, like, letting him have, like, 2 different looks. He can transform into a woman. I mean, he's pretty enough as a man. But he can also transform into a woman, and when he does, he's so gorgeous. I was salivating. I was like, ooh, what the hell? Yeah. He's also married to the god of, like, not the god. Well, the god that does how do I describe Thought's wife? She's like a lawyer god, I guess. She's one of the gods that with Anubis is the one that weighs your heart with against like a feather. And she's the one that has all the records. Yeah, I don't know how to pronounce that name. Mat, I guess. Yeah, I guess got a job. I don't know. Mat. Yes. She's really pretty too. I think both of this, they look so pretty. Matt is like a really like a dark-skinned woman with like dark hair, like really strong, like really long and straight hair, and she has like a really elegant and like serious face. And Thought is just like all over her. He's like, please protect me. I love you, my wife. They have a really cute dynamic. I love them so much. I think Thought looks more beautiful than his wife, but his wife looks so freaking cool. She's like a boss girl. They have like a poster or something. Yeah, career woman vibes. They look so good together. I don't think they do. But there's this one scene. There's this one scene in the in the manga where like both of them are like, you know. And then Thought is just like hugging her from behind and they're just like talking in the morning because like a really important message came to them. And they look so cute! Oh my lord! They look so cute. That one like scene is like forever imprinted on my face. I think Matt waits the heart. Yeah. She does. Alongside with Anubis though. Because Anubis is always in the trials. You know, the underworld trials. But yeah, just imagine like Matt like a really like busy businesswoman. She's like reading in a bunch of scrolls in like a sofa, and just imagine like Thought just sleeping on her lap. Like with his head on her lap, and she's just like petting his head while she's like busy reading her scrolls. They have that kind of dynamic, and I'm like, ah! You mean brain, not face? Both. Cute? Yes! I love them so much. I love them. Oh my lord. She's so cool. Do we have... I'm trying to see if we have a poster for her. Wait, do you want to see his wife? I'm so happy. Wait.
We do have a poster, like a free poster that I can show you. This one. They use this one on the poster. I'm so happy that I can finally show stuff. Oh, this one's big. This one happens. It's one of the panels, but this one is also in one of the free posters that you can actually see. This one is Matt. She's taking the feather. It's actually like a hair accessory. She takes her hair accessory out, and that's when she does her thing. She's super cool. She's super cool. So pretty. I know. They're so good. They're so good together. She looks powerful and gorgeous. She does. She always carries herself like that. It's really cool. Oh man, if you haven't read this manga, I really do recommend it. It still hasn't finished though, so RIP. My friend just gave me the thumbnail for tomorrow. I can't wait to do the cake chat. I can't wait. I'm gonna show it to you. Oh, I still haven't put the waiting. Oh my god, it's so big. The waiting room up. I'm gonna do it as soon as we finish the stream. Is it still ongoing? It is. It is. I think we're not even close to being finished. It's pretty long, by the way. If you start reading it right now, I think you might enjoy it because we're like in the 160 something episode. It's pretty long. And basing myself in what I know about the trials between Seth and Horus, we're pretty far away from the ending. So it's gonna be a hell of a long read, but hey! It's so cute! Look at that! Oh my god. One manga in a ad. This one. So cute! I think the cake that is drawn for the thumbnail is actually cuter than how the actual cake is gonna look like. But look at that, it's so cute. Look at us eating your Oreos. I bought so many Oreos. I bought the family pack that has like 18 packages. And I think every package has 4 Oreos. I bought it not because we're gonna need that many Oreos, but because I'm scared of fucking up. So if I fuck up, I still have a couple of Oreos that I can use. So honestly, you eating Oreos is fine. If anything, you guys are gonna have to help me with eating like the leftovers. Yeah, I bought the family pack. I'm not a huge fan of Oreos because of the cream in between the cookies, but I remember loving the cookies. So you can eat as many Oreos as you can in one. You tried the Selena Gomez Oreos? I don't think they were sold in here. I don't think that was a thing in here. I wish I could. Because every time I see somebody eating the Selena Gomez Oreos, they keep on saying that it's actually good. At first I was like, huh? But apparently they're good. I wish they would have sold them here. You can blend the leftovers with ice cream to make McFlurry. I hate McFlurry. The cream is the best. Okay, then when I do the ice cream cake, we do have to take the cream away because we only need the cookies. I'm gonna take the cream out with a knife, Aki, and then I'm gonna put it in a box. Not in a box, in like a plastic, in like a Ziploc bag, and I'm gonna send it to you so you can eat as much cream as you want. You can eat all the cream. And I'll give it to you with like the leftover cookies and like a glass of milk or something. Can we have the cream? Sure. I don't like the Oreos cookie, the Oreos cream. I used to be, even when I ate Oreos a lot when I was like in elementary school when I was a little girl, I used to like take the cream off. When I really wanted something sweet, I used to eat the cream, but I would always eat the cream first, like taking it out like with your teeth, with your bottom teeth. The front row of your bottom teeth, I would be like scraping it off, and then I would just like dump the cookie in like a glass of milk, and I would eat the cookies like, you know, aside. If not, I would just like scrape the
the cream and not eat it and just eat the cookies. That's the best way to do it. It is, Sariaki. But hey, that means we can be friends. You can eat what I don't like. And you enjoy doing that. So it's like a win. It's like a win-win situation. I can still be happy eating the cookies and you can eat cookies plus the cream that I don't want. I hate dipping it in milk. I used to dip it in milk. I think it's a win-win situation. What's your opinion on Chips Ahoy? I used to eat them quite a lot when I was a little girl and I really liked them. But I had them one time when I was an adult and I thought that they had changed the recipe or something. Or maybe I was just in love with the memories. It's just the fact that I think they tasted better before and they don't taste as good as they did before. I don't know if this is like psychological or if they actually changed the recipe, but it's not as good as it was before. So if you tell me right now what I like more, if Oreos or Chips Ahoy, I would go with Oreos because Oreos still taste the same way that they tasted 200 years ago. They do keep changing the recipe. Oh, then I'm not alone. I was not crazy for thinking that. I was like, why do they taste different? I don't like the new flavor. And then my mom was like, it tastes the same. It's just that before you used to like more sweet things and now you don't like them anymore and that's why. And I was like, no, I swear to God, the formula is different. Oreos taste the same exact way as they tasted years ago, centuries ago. So I do prefer Oreos, the cookies. If you give me like only the cookie, I will still eat it. It's very yummy. Have you tried the lemon Oreos? There's lemon Oreos? Wait, let me Google this. Lemon Oreos. Oh, the yellow ones! I don't know if they ever sold them here. Maybe they did and I just never really had interest in them. I've actually never had them. I think I would like them. Because I like citric stuff. So maybe I would actually like the cream. Is your wings connected to your ears? No, they're a different mechanism. They're right behind my ears. I don't think I've tried it. What? I feel like I've wasted my whole life. I don't think I've had different flavors of Oreos. I've only had the classic ones in my whole life. I don't think I've ever had any other kind of Oreos. What? Am I missing something? I do know that there's so many different kinds of Oreos. Like, yeah, like peanut flavor Oreos, like Selena Gomez Oreos, lemon Oreos. There are like other cookies and cream Oreos. I don't think I've ever had them. Stream when I'm just eating Oreos. A yapping stream with a hand cam stream is just me eating Oreos. Yeah, there's Selena Gomez Oreos. She had like a really specific flavor. Let me Google it. They have a couple like celebrity flavored, not the celebrity flavor, but the celebrity creates a flavor for the Oreos. It actually doesn't sound bad. Selena Gomez Oreos, what's her flavor? It's chocolate and cinnamon and cream cookies. I'm not a huge fan of cinnamon, but the combination, when it's only like cinnamon flavor, the combination honestly sounds pretty good. There are also Lady Gaga Oreos. Wait, let me look it up. Lady Gaga Oreos. Oh, they look so cute. Oh, the cookie's pink and the cream is green. What? What's the flavor? What's the flavor for this? Wow. It doesn't say the flavor. Does anybody remember the flavor? Now on cookies at 12. See, I have Oreos. I could give you one. Generally, the package that I bought is gigantic. I think even after today's handcam stream, I'm still gonna have so much left over. I heard that people didn't like them. Really? I wonder what the flavor is. There were also the limited release Supreme Collab Oreos, regular flavor but red, Supreme stamped in special packaging. Wow. What flavor would the Marief Oreos if the Oreos would be? I think I would like something citric in there. Like a touch of citric stuff. I would have to... I feel like because of how I look, the cookie would have to be like either white or like the lemon ones. But I really want it to taste like chocolate. So I kind of want like two versions. Because I really love just the classic chocolate flavor. So I would have to look which citric works really good with chocolate to make that kind of combination. The cola ones had Pop Rocks in the cream. Wait, what? The cola? They had like Coca-Cola? They had Coca-Cola Oreos? Two versions go with your design. You're right! Because of the charred wings, we could actually make... Oh! We could make a package with like... You know how each package has 4 cookies? We could have 2 cookies with the white cookies. Like 2 set of cookies with the white cookies, and the other 2 set of cookies with the black cookies, with the chocolate cookies. Oh, it would actually work pretty good. And you could have the best of both worlds. You're right. Coca-Cola that was Oreo flavored. What the fuck? Wait. Coca-Cola Oreos. Wait, the packaging of the Coca-Cola, like the design of the Coca-Cola can, actually looks pretty. What the hell? Wow. Wow. Wait, the Coca-Cola. Wow. I think visually they did a pretty cool job. Visually, the can for Coca-Cola looks pretty cool, but the Coca-Cola flavored Oreos, the packaging is pretty cool, but also the cookies. One cookie's red, the cream in the middle is white, and the other cookie is brown, like the normal classic black cookie. Wow. This look like visually appealing. That's so cool. What the hell? It looks kind of cool. Yeah, it reminds me. This kind of like aesthetic reminds me of Jack from what's that? What's that movie? I always keep forgetting the English name of it. The movie that has this one song. The Nightmare Before Christmas. This kind of aesthetic reminds me of Jack from The Nightmare Before Christmas. No, not Beetlejuice. I tried the Oreo flavored Coke. It tasted like someone juiced an Oreo. It was odd. When didn't they do a good job then? Does it taste like a liquefied Oreo? Kind of like Kit Kat has a bunch of flavors in Japan, so many Oreos flavors in the West. I guess. That's not what you want from a drink, though. I think it depends on the person, because so many people love McDonald's like flurries and stuff like that. And the McDonald's flurries are like one of the most like diabetic-inducing drinks I've ever had in my whole life. It feels like I'm drinking liquefied ice cream with like extra caramel. Alright, why are you hating on McFlurry? Because it's extremely sweet to the point of like, why would I drink this? This should be like a dessert, but they're selling this in like mega XL drink, and this is just like the medium size. It's like having a liquefied ice cream with like solidified ice cream on top and then more like caramel syrup. It's crazy. I'm like, no. Isn't that just a milkshake? It's a McFlurry. It's a McFlurry. I'm not a huge fan of that. There's a limit to your sweet tooth. Yes, it has gone down as I have grown. I definitely ate sugar like crazy when I was a little girl. But still, compared to like the